Sleeping Collectibles there turned me on to a website called Pirate Ship.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the shipping has been like 50% for inside the United States. But when I did one package for Jason Lowe and Lowbot there on our streams now, the guy's named, he's Lowbot on LOWBOT.
Yeah,
and it was $25 instead of $26. So you only save $1 for international shipping. But for some of the places inside the United States, we've been saving like 50%.
Wow.
It's cutting like $15 packages down to $8 or so, $7, $8. You know.
Did you manage to find what was his name?
No, Dave B. No, I haven't yet.
Dave B. just pops up now and again, doesn't he, in streams?
Yeah.
I've definitely seen him before.
I'm hoping we see him in one of the streams and just say, like, DM on Twitter or Instagram or where are you? You know what I mean? Because when I put in Dave B, it's like I get like 1,000 different things, so I don't know which one is him. You know, it's almost like he's going to have to find me on Twitch, Instagram, or whatever, you know.
Hey, MJ Comics, how's it going? How's it going, dudes? Thanks for.
Oh, you're live?
I'm live. Sorry, I'm live. I should have told you. I'm always live, Tunnel. I'm always live.
True, that's true. I should just expect it.
I should have said. But hey, MJ Comics, thanks for messaging me on Instagram the other day. That shop, if you're, that's only about half an hour away from me. If you're up for doing a joint project, I was kind of thinking, MJ, we could, if you're up for it, Salacious could meet you at the store, and we could do a 2-part tour, store tour, 1 episode on each of our channels, and Salacious could interview you as well. How about that? As a little idea. So there you go. Sorry, boys.
All right.
Just chatting to MJ. Hey, Michael.
Oh yeah. That sounds cool. Actually, do it. I like seeing those local stores you guys got around you guys.
Yeah. There's a few around here, and I've not been out for a while, so I've not been out toy hunting for a while. Oh, MJ says, awesome idea. Cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
And I think a lot of the guys that are, like, you guys are fortunate to have people near you like that, because when I was shipping these things out, I couldn't believe how many people are in Michigan, and they're all within, like, an hour of each other. There was, like, 7 people that were all within an hour of Dude's house.
Really?
I'm like, dude, you've got all these people right next door to you. Like, and I don't even know if Dude knows it. Like, does Dude know that? I mean, that's like... It's like half the community lives next door to Dude.
You did well to get the Dude's address, because he refuses to give it to us.
There's trash all over the yard because they didn't put recycle correctly in their recycle bin. Now it's on the ground and it's blowing all over. And I'm not picking it up until the wind stops.
Oh my dear.
So guys, I'm almost done. I'm in the last section of this map.
I just got in the lobby, so I'm sitting by the ship.
I got an invite to play, and I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of the final battle on the first board, so just give me a minute.
Send me an invite, Rum, and I'll join your lobby.
Will do.
But yeah, I'm under strict orders from Dude not to say anywhere. Like,
I thought so. I knew it.
Yeah, not even the city. Yeah.
I knew it.
Well, he doesn't want Suspicious or Pilly to get his address.
Yeah, Pilly will jump in and start humping his leg. He doesn't want that. He's worse than a dog.
A disease,
like a little rabbit, dog. That one.
Yeah.
You're right, Michael. It is important to support independent businesses. You're right, totally. MJ says there's a comic shop in your neck of the woods too. Is there? Out of This World. That rings a bell.
Oh, that's a good comic shop. Yeah.
That rings a bell.
Although there could be like a number of Out of This Worlds, but I've seen a really good comic shop named Out of This World Comics. So if that's the one, it is a really nice shop. That's one thing I got to get for the toys is a good list going of all the different shops in different areas of the world, because I know comic stores by name. I mean, it's like, and a lot of comic guys do. Like even the one I worked at in New York, I mentioned Wonderland Comics to a few people in the comic world, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Wayne. That's a cool shop. I know that guy." You know, and it doesn't matter where they are in the world, they know Wonderland Comics, and they know Mile High Comics. People know, you know, the one that's Silent Bob and you know,
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith and them run. You know what I mean? It's like people know comic shops, but it's like toy shops. Only it seems like the people in that local area know the shop. You know, it has to be extremely famous or have been on now that Toy Shop Near You show, like people start getting to know them. But yeah, it's not like the comic world where, you know.
John, you do know you're wearing a Christmas hat, don't you?
Oh, do I need to switch my hat?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm just, you know, if you want to rock the Christmas hat, you go for it. You know.
It's not Christmas anymore. I should switch.
All right,
Let's see what I got.
If you feel Christmassy, that's fine by me. You know.
Complaining about my Christmas hat.
No. Just, you know. Hey, Greedo. He says, "Hey, bud. It's below zero there? Oh my god." And today says Speedo ain't working. Man, below zero, Jesus. Christmas in January, Michael says. I'm on a PS4. Tunnel is on a PS5. And I think Super John's on a PS4, aren't you?
I'm PS4, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried just the other day to get a PS5, and what happened was I got a message from my app that said they're at Target now. They're going to go on in like 10 minutes, okay? So I had the app open and I'm refreshing it, and sure enough, they go up right when it said. So I click on it, I add to my cart, I hit pay in Target. And while the little thing is turning around to pay for it, like the little thing is spinning, when it stops spinning, it comes up and says, "Sorry, the item's sold out." And what's funny is in my bank account, they took the money and then refunded the money because it wasn't available. So I actually have it paid to Target, then refunded from Target. Jeez. So it was one of those things where, while it was in my cart, somebody else bought the item that was in my cart because their payment went through faster than my payment went through. So I got gypped out of one again, and it's like, it's just so stupid how that works.
This is what happens, John, when you wear Christmas hats out of season. I'm sorry, you bring in.
It's all because of the Christmas
hat.
Yeah,
you know. People get resentful.
What's this thing? Look at that.
Right, boys, are we going bug hunting?
Yeah, I'm going to put on this targeting headset. That looks cool.
Just want to do an audio check with the guys in the chat. Can you all hear John and Tunnel Rat, both of whom will give a small monologue now to announce their presence?
Hello, I'm here, if you can hear me.
Ice cream because bananas and purple doesn't have any bones.
Oh, you really messed that one up.
I messed that one up. It's ice cream because purple has no bones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, MJ managed to get a PS5 from Amazon back in November. I got the email saying you can buy one within an hour tonight at 11 o'clock. And then I fell asleep and missed the bloody slot.
Yeah, I tried to get one for John from Sony, and I was like in the queue for 10 minutes, and it let me in, and it finally let me in, and they were sold out. And I'm like, well, then why did you invite me to buy one?
Okay, Tunnel, you're team leader, so we'll follow you, my man. Or do I have to press the stuff?
Well, I think we joined your game.
Anybody can start a match. Anybody can start a match. But you need to do maps in standard, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah.
So what ones have you done in standard so far?
Okay, how do I check?
They would have the 2 diamonds on it if you did it in.
Is that under lifetime stats and then
missions? So if you go into your lifetime stats and missions, and it'll show if you have 2.
Where is that bit?
Oh no, it's not 2. 2 means intense. Okay.
Oh,
so if you're on priority 1, you'll see ingress, and it'll have a check mark, and then down below it, it'll have a diamond with a one white space filled in. And that means you did it in standard. If it's just a open diamond, it means you only did it in casual.
Yeah, the last one I need on standard is the only way to be sure. Last one, Regin aside.
So frustratingly, it looks like I need the second priority 1 rescue, but not ingress or extract. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the middle one.
So we can do rescue on standard.
Giants on the Earth, the first 2 of the 3. Gift of Fire, the first 2 of the 3. Only way to be sure, the first and the third I need. That's weird, isn't it?
I need the last one.
I got a lot more on intense done than I thought I did.
Can you do a middle of the 3? Can you?
Yeah. You can just pick.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So middle of the 3 or the first one.
Do that one. We're gonna do the first one.
How do you standard?
Once you go in and select it, we should be able to.
There we go. I'm getting the hang of this now.
Make sure it's on standard.
Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide.
Yeah, standard difficulty.
Our mission hasn't changed. Find him, get him out alive.
Hey, Michael. Michael says, Bob and the Brothers is some of my favourite YouTube. Glad you're back. There you go, boys.
Cool.
Cheers, Michael.
So, if you don't mind me asking, Mark, how have you been feeling then? Last couple days.
Well, I feel fine, but it's just a little bit, bummed out that the news wasn't as positive.
Yeah.
You must be living on a roller coaster, just up 1 minute, down the next. It must be exhausting. Tunnel, just
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of you think things are working, because you're getting some of the side effects, and then it's it was side effects for nothing.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, all the 3 spots in my lungs doubled in size over the 3 months, so the chemo wasn't affecting it at all. So we're going to go to an immunotherapy now and try that. And if that doesn't, that's going to go for 3 months. And if that doesn't work, then there's a modified chemo that it kind of mimics the same gene cell as the cancer. So the cancer kind of lets it into itself, you know, and attached to that carrier is the chemo drug. So when it gets inside, once it gets inside the cancer cell, it releases the drug, you know, as like a passenger, and then that way the drug can actually get into the cell and kill it.
Jeez.
But that's kind of like an experimental drug, so it's kind of like a last resort, and I have a feeling it's very expensive, and that's why we're doing immunotherapy first.
Yeah.
So this card makes it look like an older game? Is that the deal? This looks kind of
It's weird. A noir cam or whatever.
Is that what it is?
We get some extra experience for it, so.
I get it looks like I have lines on my screen once in a while.
Yeah.
See you, MJ. Take it easy, my man. Yeah, I'll look out for your DM. Hey, Gavin. Hey, Crazy Eights. I've got Sonny as well from Germany. He's back with us. How you doing, Sonny?
Hey.
Yeah, this camera is quite cool, man. It's, you know, the...
Yeah, it's got an effect on the screen, yeah.
Where's Tunnel gone?
I don't know. I'm looking for aliens and...
Yeah, you have to...
There you go.
I thought we were just gonna, like, get ambushed in that room.
I'm me. I was like...
I was looking for aliens and...
I bet you guys were both tired after the auction, weren't you? How many hours was it?
Oh, I pretty much fell asleep right away. I was done. Yeah, it was 8
hours.
Wow. Did your mum stay the whole thing as well?
No.
No.
She listened to it,
she
but
was
not...
watching and listening, I think. But
yeah, but she wasn't participating in it the whole time.
I bet she was proud of you, John, wasn't she, for looking after your brother like that?
Oh, she's very happy with the results. Yeah, she didn't... I mean, none of us really thought we'd get that much, so it was really good. The community, like everyone's been saying, the community really stepped up, and we got a lot of really good guys in this community, and we owe a big thank you to everyone for what they did. And it's
it
incredible.
Was far more than I expected.
And like I said, we've already needed some of that money because he didn't get some of his meds paid for, so we had to use money for that. And then didn't you say we got another bill that came in, Mark, that we have to work on?
Yeah.
Your instincts, John, to get like set up and everything at the time that you did was spot on then, really, weren't they, to be honest?
Yeah, really, it was, yeah. Well, and it had my uncle, too, because we talked with my uncle, who's a CPA. He works for accounting and stuff for, like, he does the town of Webster, or is Webster a city or town, Mark? City of Webster, New York. And he's worked with Fortune 500 companies all over the world doing their taxes, financing, and accounting and stuff. He's a big-time CPA in the world. And he basically, when talking to him and how to help Mark out and raise money, suggested the GoFundMe and doing things like this, auction and stuff, as donations, because he said donations to my brother would be tax-free doing those kind of things, so...
Yeah.
So I can't take 100% credit for coming up with the idea. I mean, it was talking with my uncle and figuring out what we can do legally and tax-free to get Mark some help, because the last thing we wanted to do was, you hand over a few $1,000s and suddenly the government's going, oh, Mark's making money in other means. He doesn't qualify for any aid or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they drop the insurance and all the other stuff. And it's like, No.
Oh, Sonny. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Sonny. Sonny's just saying about. He lost his mum and his uncle. That's all, and not that's all.
Wow.
But, yeah.
That's the thing too. These things like cancer, diabetes, like any heart disease problems, they touch everybody. It's come out. You know, like you start talking to people and you realize that most people have someone in their family or someone they know where things have happened. You know, so everyone can relate. That's the thing too.
Yeah, I find it really hard to like process and then communicate things like that. So I'm kind of like Michael's saying, got to try and stay positive for Tunnel and keep fighting, and that's kind of
you
know how I can't really, you know, it's the Tunnel, man. You know, it's the Tunnel. We need the Tunnel, man. We need the Tunnel. So yeah.
Are you with us, Salacious?
I don't know. I don't know. I was scared. Where am I going?
You gotta go the other way.
I got the other way. You got me, man.
I did the same thing. I got on that balcony. Was like, how do I get over there?
My mind started just wandering.
It's been too long. We haven't played these boards.
I know. Just started wandering as well. There you go. Out of the three of us, am I the only one wearing boxer shorts?
Yeah, I have sweatpants on, so.
Okay. I have shorts on, but like gym shorts. But
so basically, I am the most slovenly. Anyone in the chat sat on their sofa wearing underpants? Let us know.
Can you ask that?
I already have. Probably broken YouTube's community guidelines. Hashtag if you're in the underpants squad. Hashtag underpants.
I can just see some girl out there. What the hell? He's asking me what.
Salacious has not read the YouTube community guidelines properly. Doesn't really read very well, so.
Exploding Xenos. That just beats everything. Well, they still valuable. I think it's jammed.
That Xeno was chasing John's ass, then, wasn't he?
Yeah. Don't go in there yet. We still got behind.
Came from behind.
Michael's in his boxes. Hashtag underpants. What a Michael. I knew I could rely on you, Michael. I bet he's got a beer as well. That's even better. But Michael's in his underpants and he's got a beer.
Whoa, sorry. Ah, it's got me.
Oh, I've got an idea for a video now, Michael. It's the Underpants Squad.
Underpants Squad.
Could be a music video.
We all joined the Underpants Squad. The Underpants Squad.
Yeah.
Toss the wheel on a side. Sorry.
Are we looking for that key or something? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we need the key.
Not in that one.
I got this special chest over here, the hidden crate.
Alright. I think the key's in here. Oh, I got an alien on me.
Where was the crate?
I put a marker down on top of it. It's in the side room.
Put a marker down.
Oh, it doesn't show up. That's weird. So up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hidden cache.
Oh yeah. Nice one. Oh, knife trick.
So you got the... Okay. You gotta turn it, yeah. Or I guess I got it.
I thought I did.
No, you put it on and then you have to turn it again. You have to click it again to turn... to get it to turn.
Gotcha.
Great. Now your lungs won't freeze on the way in. In theory.
I want to switch guns. I can't do it mid-game. Oh.
Oh, I've almost got that. Boom, boom.
It's already getting red hot in there. Hold fast, Fireteam.
It's getting hot in here. Let's take our
So
clothes off. That's what she said on the radio. Did you hear it?
It is getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off. Hey, Ed5, how's it going, dudes? Just good day, Mr. Rum. I see you're venting again. Am I venting? I haven't been venting. I've just been espousing the virtues of wearing boxer shorts on the sofa, Mr. Ed. I'm sure that's something you can get on board with. Hashtag underpants squad. Are you with me? Oh. Yes, Ed5, we've got the tunnel rats, and we've also got the super awesome John in the squad too.
Sorry. Again, it's just...
Running out of ammo again.
I keep seeing it. I think. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. I haven't slept.
I don't know. I haven't slept. He's like... Does he say the same things on all of our screens, or?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Because you said that on mine, so.
Do it. Now we... Find up another damn squad. Get to cover.
Ed says, yes, mates, I have my mankini on, and he's got a vodka screwdriver. Saturday night over there. Salacious wants a mankini. Hey, Ghosty. It's the hashtag Underpants Squad. It's myself, the Tunnel, and Super John. Sonny says, Bob, aren't your guns maxed out yet? Might want to try something different. I thought my guns were alright, Sonny. Oh no. Are they not maxed out? I thought they were good. I was all impressed with my guns. You'll have to guide me on the next loadout screen, Sonny.
Your guns will turn to 4 stars, and then as they level up. So, yeah.
Where do you see the stars then?
When you're in your loadout.
In your loadout screen, when you're back at base.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I was trying different weapons to get these weapons up to 4-star, but I like the pistol, like the single shotgun I have, but I don't like my machine gun. It seems very weak and underpowered. She just came in, said hi, and left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Blew her up with those mines, and she didn't like it.
That one knows me.
They made it in the lab on LV-895. It came up here with us. We didn't know until the woman who... the one it came out of. Her name was Monica.
Yeah, I've almost got this new rifle up. It's up to 3 stars, I think halfway to 4.
So do we have to set up on this thing here when we get there?
Yeah, once we clear out the rest of these guys.
Unlocking takes a couple minutes.
Hey, GeForce. GeForce.
Drawn by the noise.
You guys ready?
Yep. G units.
Blocks are dropping. I hope you can. Good luck. They're coming.
Set my drone off.
Yeah.
Hey, Rorzaf. Hey, G-Force. Rorzaf has only just watched this week's Boba Fett episode.
Ah. You mean the Mando episode?
Haha. How many space bananas out of 10 do you give it, Rorzaf?
We got so many defenses. They're not even making
Yeah.
it in.
Booyah. Ghost says, I love the whites. I love the white stuff. Babylon in the middle of an Oreo. I love the white stuff, baby. It's the most delicious thing I know. I think Ghosty is coming up with some lyrics for us. Ed5 gives it 9.5 space bananas. Rozak gives it a 10. What do you guys give it out of space bananas out of 10?
Oh, it was a good 9 or so, yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird to me that the best episode of Book of Boba Fett was actually a Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
And I kind of see now that, like, it's a little unfortunate how because they couldn't make Boba Fett the exact same character as Mandalorian. Even though now that you think back on it, and like with hindsight, you're like, the Mandalorian is really the Boba Fett we were hoping that we'd get, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, they didn't want to use Boba Fett in The Mandalorian. They wanted to create a whole new character. And then later on went, oh, we should just do a Boba Fett show, you know what I mean, since this is popular. And
You're right. The way, you're absolutely right.
It's kind of making Boba Fett take second tier to the Mandalorian now.
Yeah.
When really, we all wanted Boba to be the character, you know?
It's almost like they didn't want to risk the Boba Fett name to begin with a new TV series. So
maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. And then now they're realizing, oh crap, we could have all along.
Yeah.
I really thought before she uncovered the ship, like, it looked like it was a pod racer. You know, I was like, what? I'm like, that's not going to work. And then she uncovers it, and I'm like, oh, it's a Naboo.
Challenge completed.
Cool.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, yeah, it's the PPZ-49 Vulcan. I don't like that machine gun.
Although I hardly killed anyone again. And I only got 12 headshots.
Is that a close quarter machine gun, John?
It must be, yeah.
Yeah, what you need the new one, the PPZ or whatever it is. That one, it's like 9,600 credits, but it's really good. I was using it on I think on my Phalanx one, and it works pretty good for it's one of the better submachine guns I felt. It's pretty accurate and has a good loadout.
Ghost says both shows seem to pull a lot from the 1313 game that didn't go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, so let's have a look at that. So that's done then, by the looks of it. Giants in the Earth. So I've got to do the first and the second of giants on the earth next. If that's okay?
I'm gonna switch my load out here.
What am I doing? You can get the M39 SMG to work as well as the right attachments. Yeah. Are you ready for me to launch, or are you playing with your guns?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if John was switching some stuff around, so I don't know if he's ready yet.
Let me run real quick and see if I could buy a different gun.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
I don't know what money I have here.
Hey, Mikey. How's it going, dudes? Yeah, if you're, hopefully you guys Mikey or anyone is up for some Lego building tomorrow. I've got a couple of nice new sets. So pumped for the new Batman film. Got a little Batman
I hope it's
set.
as good as the trailers make it out to be.
Yeah.
I like the tone and everything that the trailers are showing, but I just hope it lives up to that level.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it just looks really cool. Like, I really like. I still can't get over how that's Colin Farrell for the freaking Penguin. It looks nothing like Colin Farrell. You know, like the makeup's awesome. It's just like.
Yeah, for sure, man. Looks awesome.
And I do like the Riddler's outfit. I think that's really cool how it's like all just taped up and just makeshift, you know?
Yeah, kind of like it's sort of Zodiac Man-esque, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
See the serial killer in San Francisco in the '60s or the '70s.
Which gun do you like for the CQW slot, Mark?
So if you go to get the what is it here? The PPZ 49 Vol.
That's the one I'm using. It was like it took like 30 shots to kill one of those Joes, the Joe robots, even in the head.
Oh. I don't know. I had good luck with it using it, but do you have all your attachments and stuff on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll try it again, I guess, but I don't know. I wasn't that.
Because I'm using the recoil booster for the muzzle, the tactical mag for the magazine, and then the hybrid sight.
Yeah.
Because you want to do accuracy and stability because that's what the bonuses are on it. And like I found out, like handling is pointless to put on your weapon because all handling does is that's as fast as you change between weapons. So that's all that speeds up is your handling bonus. Like it doesn't actually mean you handle the gun steady.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
Yeah. So you want stability, accuracy, fire rate, weak point damage, that type of stuff. And you can screw off on handling. It means nothing because you don't switch between weapons that often, and it's not like switching is slow anyways, So I think you're better off bonusing using parts that have accuracy, stability, weak point damage, fire rate, max ammo, that type of stuff on your weapons.
Yep.
Sony recommends the vented flash hider, quick loader, and hybrid sight for the PPZ-49. Is that for me, Sonny? Is that for me? Okay.
No, that's what I'm doing. All right, so I put on different equipment on the gun. Let's try it again. Okay, go ahead when you're ready.
Yeah, the vented flash hider is not bad because that's weak point damage, and you get range on hit up to 15%. Or no, 25% for 3 seconds on hit. That's not a bad one either.
Marines, we're heading down to LV8.
Ah, no! Crap.
No,
I don't want this character. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta leave. I accidentally switched characters. Screw it. I'll just stay on it. Now, there was a card I have.
I got a one here, bonus thing.
Well, I got 2.25 experience bonus.
You want to do that? Okay.
What one do you have? Is it more than that?
It's a 2 times credits, though.
Oh, okay.
Deselect card, okay.
Sonny says that handling does also affect the speed.
Go, Mark, hurry, put it in.
That you go into aim down sight. And the range
put my card on, then.
Compensates the damage for...
It's loading in a few seconds.
No, here. I'm back at the loadout screen, and back on the ship.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
You guys are all here with me. It shows. Alright, wait. That was weird. Then it kicked me in.
That was weird, yeah.
That's weird. Alright.
Bob, may I join the voice chat? Yes, you can, Sonny. Hold on.
I take 2,000 damage alone by the time we get to the first little area.
Yeah, no. So that means you're dead twice?
I can't find you online,
because I heal myself. I have to heal myself all the time.
So, Sonny, I've just tried to find you and can't find you online, so I don't know if you're on PlayStation Network at the moment. Yes, Ed, I am going to collect the Batman Lego. I haven't got any Batman Lego to date. I've just bought the new Batman Bat Cycles, and I'm going to get the Batmobile today. I haven't got any of the older ones, but for this new film, I'm going to get them for sure.
I'm thinking about getting the Batmobile because I've got the 89 one and I've got the 66 one.
Wait, can move.
And this new one is...
I think he just joined up.
Yeah, I see him.
Whoa.
Is that Sonny? Wake the move?
That's Sonny. That's Sonny. Have you joined us, Sonny?
Hello? Is that working?
Hey, that's it. How you doing, Sonny?
Yep,
Yeah, there you go.
This time I use the headset. I hope the connection is better now.
How are you doing, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm not bad. How's it going? See you progressing quite well.
Killing some aliens, yeah.
So if you're next time in the hub, I might help out with the weapon loadouts if you want to.
You're a good man. You're a good man, Sonny. I am absolutely clueless when it comes to those loadouts. Yeah, there's a trophy you can get for completing the game in standard mode, so the guys have kindly offered to help me get the levels that I've missed, which just seems to seems to be some random ones for some reason.
The most important thing is to complete levels on Intense, because then you can acquire additional weaponry. And also you have a higher chance to acquire additional perks.
But Salacious isn't anywhere high enough yet to be able to do it on Intense.
Yeah, all in due time. Also, you should buy out the vendor first. There's enough stuff to get.
Yeah.
Enough weaponry.
What am I stuck on? Oh, the little pole. That's what it was. Yeah, I was surprised at how many areas I had completed on Intense. There was a lot more than I thought I did.
Hey, Fabulous. Good morning. Fabulous Disaster. I've got to make the thumbnail for 3 Men and a Monkey-Lizard today for next show, Fabulous. You're coming on, aren't you, dude? With Greedo? Is it just you and Greedo that are coming on? I promise I won't make an embarrassing thumbnail.
Where's the fun in that?
And I'm on Monday, right?
Oh, poor John. Poor John. Salacious has got some cracking questions lined up for John on Monday.
Oh, good. And what is Monday? Is it the 31st?
31st.
So it's a day after my birthday.
Oh, is it?
It's a birthday
tomorrow's
stream.
birthday.
You've let on now. Oh my word. now you're for it. Now you're for it.
Now you gotta show up in your birthday suit.
Are we allowed to ask?
Oh, there you go.
Are we allowed to ask what anniversary this is?
48, right?
48.
Right, Mark? 48?
48.
73. I was born in 73. So.
Yeah, it's 48. I'm like, how do you not know how old you are?
I don't pay attention.
To be fair, I lost the year once. I was telling everyone I was 35 and I was actually 36. It was only when it came around to my birthday, my mum was like, "You're not 35, you're 36." I was like, "No, I'm not." How do you not know? Fabulous says Fabulous is 49. G-Force says he's 49, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Do we
sketchy.
believe him? That sounds sketchy to me, to be honest. G-Force. Not sure we're buying it.
I definitely don't feel like I would imagine being this old would feel. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel like I'm in my 30s, so it doesn't. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really. I don't feel like I've changed. Like, the way I feel, I mean, I know when I look in the mirror, I go, holy crap, look at the gray hair and all this stuff, you know, but it's like, I don't feel any different than I did really when I was in my 20s, you know?
No, I can relate to that. Yeah.
So it's hard because, like, internally, like my brain and everything still says I'm in my 20s, you know, maybe 30 at the most, but it's like, no, I'm in the body of a 50-year-old man, you know what I mean? Like...
wearing boxer shorts on the sofa, surrounded with action figures and Lego.
Yeah.
That's my situation at the moment. Still playing computer games.
Whoa, look at that thing. Ow, ow, ow.
Got him.
Oh, good, we got it.
Got him. Mikey says, I start thinking of myself as the next year of age. I start thinking of myself as the next year of age about 6 months after my birthday. So I forget how old I actually am, yeah. I've just got such terrible memory, so...
The weird thing about aging and stuff is that, like I have memories of when I was younger and family member, like I think I remember when our father turned either 30 or it must have been like, maybe it was 40. Cause,
John, you should heal yourself and grab the heal pot.
Cause like I remember our mother threw like a big party for my dad for one of his milestone birthdays or whatever, and his friends from college came and stuff like that, and I remember being a kid and being like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. Like when someone hits a milestone age, you're supposed to have a big party and invite everybody from their whole life and do this thing, you know. And when I turned 40, I didn't have one of those events. Like, it was just another day, you know? And I've thought about stuff. I thought about stuff like...
Yeah.
I thought about stuff like, should we do something when I turn 50? You know what I mean? Like is that's like, you're half a century old. Like, should I have like a big party or go somewhere or do something, you know? But then I start thinking, like, I don't feel like getting off the couch. Like,
I gotta put pants on. I
gotta
get...
yeah, it's like...
What I find a bit scary is that the older you get, or the older I get, the quicker time flies. So like, months now feel like weeks before, you know, when I was a kid. Week was like, or if we had like summer holidays, you know, 6 weeks. That felt like a long time now. 6 weeks.
Summer took forever. Yeah.
Also, when I did my first training, I was 17, my first apprenticeship, and I learned another job at the age of 31. And the 3 years of training in my second training felt like the first year of my first training. Like all 3 years combined felt like only 1 year.
Wow, yeah.
I can't believe how quickly the last 2 years have gone, because, I mean, they've obviously not been normal years, but it's just crazy how quickly it's gone by.
Yeah. Like someone clicked on fast forward.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. Mikey says his major difference is he felt a lot more energetic when he was younger. I agree with that.
Yeah, I think exactly, because that's what I mean. Like, the older I get, the less I feel like doing stuff. Like, it's just...
I just want to stay on my sofa.
Yeah,
order a Deliveroo, you know, from a coffee shop that's actually only 500 yards away.
The comment right after is quite funny. What's that?
I don't mind going out and stuff, but it's just like if there's any traffic or if it's like there have been times where I've gotten in the car, start driving, and I go, no, too much traffic, and I turn around and go back home. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is a pain in the butt today. I'm just gonna go back. So I can't imagine myself actually flying anywhere or going to another state or country just because I just don't want to put up with it anymore.
Hang on, John. Rum's.
It's alright, I was just having a drink.
Yep.
It might be a bit of a bore out as well, though. Since this whole situation with COVID also, I think, affects your the activity in general. That's why people are doing less and less. You know, I remember before COVID, so I went a lot with to other friends who are not living in my town, and this has changed to more online sessions and stuff. So you're rarely leaving the house.
Yeah. Well, they said they call it something when people don't want to leave the house, like it's a... Is it agoraphobia or something? But I mean, I guess you're not really scared of doing it, but you just don't want to. You know what I think agoraphobia is when you're physically actually scared of doing it. But anyway, whatever they call it when you just don't want to leave the house, like it's because of COVID and how people have gotten used to staying home, that now they don't want to go anywhere. Like that situation is on the rise. Like there's a ton of cases, like way more than a normal rise in that.
Agoraphobia is more you try to avoid spaces which make you feel helpless or.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's not the right thing I'm trying to think of. But yeah,
I think it is bore out, not burnout, but bore out. Since you have to have less activities available that you used to do. I see it with the patients. I'm working as a nurse, and we have less offers for our patients in the clinic, and they start to bore out. They feel it's boring, just
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
And the more boring it is, the more without energy you are. Like Fabulous Disaster said, what energy? So if you're not doing the activities that you used to, and have you have to stay at home, or you can't leave the country if you traveled a lot before. And then you are in a country which says like Australia. They in Western Australia, even now they have really high restrictions. Even for the citizens to leave the country or enter the country, and so you how do you say it, flagging, or you just
yeah, you're flagging. Yeah, I don't want to leave the house. I can't be bothered. There was this old comedy British TV series about a guy that was scared to leave his house, and he just he lived in his dressing gown, and he rented out the spare rooms in his house. It's a comedy to other people, but he would never leave the house. That's what I want to do. Except I'll be in boxer shorts though.
That's kind of what I mean, but it's like
no,
we're not necessarily like afraid to leave the house. It's like a different thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just that's you know, it's not like it scares you. You're not afraid to leave, but you just don't want to go anywhere. You know, like, so it's a different. That's why I'm like, it's not really like a phobia. It's got to have a different name. You know what I mean? And like maybe he's right. Maybe Sonny's right. It's more like a board effect or something. Like I don't know. You know.
So I can't be bothered to go to the supermarket because I could just go on Amazon. I can just go on Amazon.
That too. You're right. It's like I know I need stuff to fill the fridge, but I just don't want to go. And it's right across the street practically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even that far away.
But I know as well. I can just open my phone, click on Amazon, click on the Morrison's bit, and then order my shopping, and it'll be here within 2 hours. It's like, so what's the point? I'm so lazy. Can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to go to the shop. Same with these pre-ordering. Can't be bothered to. There's no point going to Smith's. Chances are they're not going to have the toys there, so I'm just going to pre-order them online.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wish there were more, like, I really wish the community, like what you call boot sales and these things, like these even small toy shows and little things would happen more often, because those I enjoy going to. But you're right, I don't enjoy going to Target or Walmart anymore because there's nothing. It's like you're saying with Smith's, there's really nothing in there that you really want, and the stuff you want isn't there. You know, they just don't have it. So.
Hey, Rozaf. No, I'm not on Twitch, unfortunately. When you stream from PlayStation,
you can only pick one.
You can only pick one, which is annoying. Else, I would be doing both because
really annoying.
I am very close to affiliate status now on Twitch.
It's funny with Twitch. All the milestones individually aren't that difficult to get. It's just getting the whole list done. That's the, you know what I mean? Like the numbers aren't that high. You only need 5. You only need an average of 3. You only need 50 subscribers. So it's kind of like each individual thing. The number isn't that difficult. It's not like YouTube where you got 10,000. You know what I mean? Like
it's good that they keep.
It's checking all the boxes, yeah.
It's good that they keep giving you more though. So once you get affiliate, that there's then partner, and you know, so you can.
Oh, it has levels. It goes.
Yeah. Why do I need that?
Well, YouTube has that other level now, which I just got the email for. I was talking with Mark about this, where. He thought that you needed 10,000 subscribers to get the sponsorship thing for YouTube.
I've not seen that.
But I just got the email last week asking if I want to join the sponsorship program. And I don't have 10,000 subscribers, so I don't know what the criteria is. I think they just picked some people to kick the program off. But what they want to do is they're basically partnering up. It's a program where if you sign up as a YouTuber, they will pair you up with a sponsor. It's a sponsorship program that they have. But when I looked into it, I got the email to join, and they will pay you. You know what I mean, for the ads that you put in. But what they want is, like, there's different levels. So they'll either pay you a certain amount to insert something that they have done into the beginning or end of your video, or they'll pay you more money if you actually talk about it yourself in the video. So you might have seen this, like certain videos will, in the middle of the video, they'll go like, if you want to do this, you might like blah blah blah. And it's like, I wear Johnson shorts, you know, and they have like a 20-second blurb where the person talks about that item, you know, in their video, you know. But the problem I'm having is that, number one, I don't think they're paying you enough to make me interrupt every single video I'm doing. Number two, I didn't think that the list of sponsors that they gave me when I clicked on it literally are like cooking shows, the latest Tom Clancy novel. It's like a couple, like
Cross the bridge,
a drilling tool or something. And I'm like, none of these are toys. None of them are toys. None of them are video games. None of them are like board games or something. You know what I mean? Like, even the books on the list aren't related to. They're not even sci-fi or anything. So it's kind of like, why would my viewers be interested in any of these products?
Rum. I'm down. You know? I'm down.
Come on, Rum.
Bob, you should have sprinted. Use sprinting next time.
Thanks, Tunnel. I was trying to sprint, but my joypad sort of gets stuck when you. It doesn't always want to sprint. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the whole sponsorship thing, to be honest. I've had a few weird emails from people saying they want to sponsor. I got one the other day. But I don't think they even. I think a lot of them are just cold calling, like, and aren't really. What's this one?
The ones you'll see some that are from. If you check the email where they're coming from, it'll be .cz. Those are from the Czech Republic's. Their .cz on the end of their email. Those aren't real. Those are phishing ones to try and get you to give them your banking information.
Yeah.
So you always got to look and research like where it came from before you even respond to them. But this one was direct from YouTube. This is an actual YouTube program.
So I've got one now. I've got one yesterday. We find your YouTube channel very interesting. We'd like to use it to promote our software, which helps to increase volume, bass, and sound quality for Windows. Great sound for everything you need to listen to. Home stereo system, PCs are built, blah blah blah. I don't know. It's more like hassle to me than anything.
Yeah, I get those kind of ones too. But when I look at the return address, it's a .cz email. And I looked up .cz, and that's from the Czech Republic. And most people on Reddit are saying that those are scams. They're not real.
Why not got ammo? Just filled with ammo.
Oh no! Now I'm down. Crap.
Got you.
Because I actually got one the other day that looked like it was from League of Legends video game. It said League of Legends PR team, blah blah blah. They wanted me to do a thing. They said how much it was, what they were going to pay, and all this other stuff. But when I looked up the return email address, it was from the Czech Republic, and it's a scam. So it's like, I'm like, but it was written beautifully. It was written perfect. It had all the signs of coming from the legit people of League of Legends, but no, when you look at the return email, you realize it didn't actually come from League of Legends. It comes from some Czech Republic.
Yeah, they try and blag you into signing up for something, and then you know, we'll sponsor you, but enter your credit card details.
Yeah. They're like, you gotta enter your payment details, and then you're screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm so dubious of all those, all that type of stuff, to be honest.
Come on, Fireteam. Rodriguez is ahead. Let's figure out what we're getting into.
But yeah, if it comes through YouTube, I suppose that's different, you know.
Yeah, but I just didn't think the listed sponsors that they gave me had nothing to do with anything that people watch my channel would be interested in.
Yeah.
So I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And the other thing was, they said that what they want to do is you have to insert it in your video, finish the video, publish the video privately, send them the link so they can watch it. They're going to take anywhere from 4 to 8 days to verify the video and give their approval. If they approve of it, then you can release the video.
Yeah, no thanks.
And then if they don't approve it, you have to re-edit it and redo it before you can, and then go through the process again. So if you've got a new figure, if something showed up that you want to show off right away, you can't just show it off. And that's the other side, is once you're sponsored, you're not supposed to make a video without the sponsor in it. If they agree to 6 videos, let's say, if the sponsor says we want the next six videos have to have them in it. And if you release a video without it, it violates the sponsorship program. So you can't just release videos on your schedule anymore once you're sponsored through this program. So I was like, well, that's another reason to say no, is just because you're not matching me with people that are, like, if you match me with Hasbro and I was talking about Hasbro products, that makes sense. But if you're matching me with a cooking show talking about Rosito or whatever on a toy channel, that makes no sense, you know? And then I have to wait for them to approve every video before I release it? That's ridiculous. Like,
just do what everybody else does. Do the NordVPN. It seems like everybody has.
yeah.
Unless, John, we started a cooking in your underwear channel.
Yeah.
There you go. Are we in? Am I onto something?
Yeah.
Naked cooking with Salacious and John. Just be careful.
Plasma rifle.
Just be careful.
This is how you make toast.
Yeah. Just be careful not to burn your jiggly bits.
First, we're going to make toasted bread. Next up on the show, we're going to make toasted bagels. And now, we're going to toast a biscuit. Like every time it's something else toasted, because that's all we can do, is use the toaster.
And now, over to John as he fries an egg in his underwear. Okay, right. Sonny, you're gonna Sonny's desperate to sort my guns out.
But one thing first, you should make more use of your blast wave because it gives you a lot of breathing room during the fight.
Yeah.
What is that? Sorry.
We're not using our special powers.
Yeah, John and Rum have a hard time using special abilities. they don't like. I noticed the last 2 or 3 boards, you have yet to lay down your turret. It's
or
like,
use the
hello?
Blast, or use
the blast to slow them down. It's like,
yeah, I'm getting killed here, and I'm not using the electroblast thing.
Okay.
You also should have gotten. Yeah, you're at level 6. You should have gotten some nice additional perks to boost your blast wave. So I would make use of that.
Okay.
Yeah. If you boost your blast wave, like on my blast wave, I have a 40% radius increase and a 38% recharge rate on mine.
I got a 93% increase in range. And I also got assault and battery, dazed and confused, and bigger and better on it.
Yeah, but after 50%, you don't get any ability boost.
Now listen here, everyone. I'm not
according
having
to what I've seen online. Is
I'm
like
sorry,
over 50%, you get nothing.
I'm not having this. I'm not having it. I can boost my blast range with the best of them.
The range is increased by more than 50%. The range only the cooldown is.
Right, Sonny, what am I doing?
Cooldown that is.
What am I doing here, Sonny? What am I doing here? Come on, help me out. What am I doing?
Hey, you like weapons which go boom, like rocket launchers?
Yes, I am
then
partial.
You should try. Do you still have some credits left?
Yeah, I think so.
And you should buy the M12A1 rocket launcher. I think that's the thing for you.
Do I go to the shop then? Okay. I am very partial to weapons that go boom. You make my art.
So I should use the incinerator turret? I got that thing.
Yes, yeah, the incinerator turret's the best turret.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I going for then?
Check for the M12A1 rocket launcher.
There we go. Got him. Anything else whilst I'm here?
Not for now.
I wanna remember what Arnold Schwarzenegger asks for in Terminator.
If you want a new assault rifle,
plasma rifle.
It's nice. It's a good one. If you can afford it, yeah, you can. 18,000 credits. As I said, as long as you have money, buy out the whole vendor. Also, if you have still some attachments missing,
okay.
Perks.
Yeah, the perks kits are good to buy too from there.
Okay.
I suggest, since you're Demolisher, don't buy everyone. You bought the phalanx. that was the wrong kit.
Did you just say get everything?
Well, eventually you're gonna buy everything, so it doesn't really matter, you know.
Credits come easy in this game, so don't buy consumer once you find enough of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's also a good thing to buy. Attachments. Wait. No. Not that. Maybe a little more. Show me the upper attachments, like the first ones. Right now you won't need anything of that for now. Maybe later you might need the hybrid rifling, but not now. No, not the hybrid of people. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, completed a daily. Let's see, what one was it? Oh, complete Giants of the Earth. Oh, okay.
There's one perk for the Demolisher, one specific perk. I think it's the second in this line. So for the attachment for the M12 A1.
What do you reckon?
Flared breach. Yeah, the first one, flared breach. That's it. That's the blue. The blue one. The blue. Yeah. Exactly.
Barrel?
Hammer forged rifling.
And armature.
The first one, there it is. Hammer forged rifling. The first. Yeah.
Armature.
And derailed. The first one again.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, those are all good ones.
Yep. For the new plasma rifle, I suggest as attachments the vented flash hider. Oh, okay, you want to do cosmetics.
No, where am I going now? What am I doing?
The plasma. That's the first one in the selection. You were correct. Rifles. Plasma rifle. That's the first one.
I think there's a bit of a lag because I'm in there already. So.
Oh, okay. So
flash muzzle.
Vented flash hider. Yeah, it's the last one. The fifth.
Got it. Internal magazine. Flared breach.
Rapid dispersal unit.
How do you remember all this?
Because I'm in the game and I can look at my setups right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And for the side, I suggest green dot side.
Green dot. Thank you, Sonny. Do I put perks on them? There we go. Right, what am I doing? Attachments, what's that?
If you want to look at your perks.
Yeah.
Okay, Demolisher perks. Yeah, you got something new. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's that one in the center? Is that assault and battery? Or no, which you have already equipped. The green one, which takes 2 slots.
Assault and battery already enable.
Assault and battery, that's good. You might want to place that on the upper right corner at the blast wave.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you just highlight the perk, press square, and then you can move it, I think.
Oh, what have I done?
Or maybe if you delete it, it's not bad. You can you can select it again from the menu.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Go to modifiers. That's R2. Press R2.
On what?
Yeah, exactly. So, assault and battery. Place it on the upper right corner.
Okay.
Just going down.
Okay. I see.
Now move that weapon ability you got, or that weapon perk on the left. You might want to move that one to the right or someplace else, because you want to attach something there.
What? This one. What, say that again, Sonny. Oh, you've lost me.
Move that to the right, or just remove it. It's not the that blue square thingy, the weapon perk
move this
that
to the
you
right.
were highlighting. No, not that one. The blue square thingy, the weapon perk.
The blue square thingy.
Yeah. The big blue one.
Exactly.
That's this,
Yeah.
surely. What's that?
Just move it away from. Just one to the right. You have to press X, I think. Yeah, now you can move it. Press X again.
I've done it. I've done it. I've moved the big square blue thingy to the right.
In the upper right, you see a perk called Fire and Forget. You want to attach that to your missiles, to your macro missiles.
Attach it to my micro missiles. How?
Just press X in order to select it.
Move
it over.
There isn't room.
Yeah, there is. You can press the R2 L2 button to rotate it. You can make it vertical.
You're so clever. Look at that. Look at that.
You gotta kind of play Tetris a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Tetris, exactly.
Anything else?
What else do we got? Well, I would equip. What else is there? What's that in this? Is that damage plus? I would remove that damage increase for blast wave instead. Use any kind of range increase or reach. Yeah, enhanced reach 3. You might want to use that for your blast wave instead of damage. it's more important to have range with the blast wave than damage, because the main purpose of the blast wave is to knock down and delay your opponent, like the aliens and stuff. You get additional perks to slow them down or.
You're gonna have to just explain that really slowly. Which boxy thingy am I moving?
Loose, loud and clear on that one, because
loud and clear. Where's loud and clear? There. Okay. Get rid of that. Yeah. Get rid of it. Okay. And what am I putting in its place?
Because that should be loud and clear should actually be on the micro missiles.
Mm-hmm. And what should I put in its place?
Enhanced reach 3.
Enhanced reach 3. Okay.
It's under MISC modifiers.
I've got it.
You're already looking at it.
Done it. Done it. Combat rating 85. Am I good to go? It's got to be it now.
You got every space filled up?
No.
That you can?
No.
That's what I mean. That you can. Sometimes you can't because you're still probably missing the number 7 level or level 7 block.
Yeah, no, everything opens up. They have lots of space for that. Yeah, I have an idea. Remove that damage increase perk. That's the blue one above the enhanced reach. Oh no, you don't need that one.
Remove the damage increase.
Force multiplier. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Force multiplier. That's the damage increase. Okay. Yeah.
Oh god.
Is there some kind of lag? Still.
There is lag, but I'm also fairly incompetent, so. Go on. What am I putting in its place?
Square is screen. Move your demolisher weapon perk over to that place, because then you have some space available to equip loud and clear on your micro missiles.
Demolisher.
It's the Rum. No, never mind.
The big square, the big blue square. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not that one. Yeah, that
what the? Oh, I think I think I'm 5 seconds ahead. So.
Okay. And now place loud and clear at the micro missiles.
Loud and clear.
Might be under MISC modifiers again. Miscellaneous modifiers.
No, loud and clear should be under modifiers, and then under demolisher modifiers.
That is the third one. The third one. Scroll up again. No, not down. Up. You have to go up. Yeah, the third one. Yes, there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
That's great for micro missiles, exactly. And further out in the game, you can buy Enhanced Reach 4, and you can find Enhanced Reach 2. And I would equip all of these with your Blast Wave.
Yeah.
So you get a big boom, like really large blast. Every alien in that blast is being like pushed back, stumbled, and they also like dazed with the right attachments.
I'm
with
done. I'm done.
Yeah, later on you can also add concussive rockets onto your micro missiles, and that also helps send them stunned. So, like, if you hit, like, a Praetorian or something's coming at you, you can hit them and it'll knock them down to their knees, and you can really blast on them while they're stunned, and then you blast wave them, and then they're knocked down again, and you can get them where they're not really attacking anybody if you time it right. At least that's what I do with my Demolisher. It's basically built on stuns and durations of the stuns, so that they can't do anything, you know.
Hey, Star Wars Theology, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry you just had to endure that. Sonny has been very patient, been desperate to sort my guns out. I think I'm now stacked, so...
For you guys who are going with submachine guns, I recommend the quick loader magazine. I think it's the best of them all, and it works well with the submachine guns.
Okay. While you were talking, I was doing the similar thing. I found Enhanced Reach 4. I had that, so I put it on the electro thing that I shoot out.
Yeah, those are good to have like reach and duration, so they last a little bit longer.
Star Wars Theology, I don't know if you're still with us, but thank you so much for dropping a super chat. You are daft. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to speak to you properly. You just caught me when good old Sonny here has been desperate. He's been desperate to sort my guns out for a few weeks now, and I am absolutely bloody useless on this thing. So I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but thank you ever so much. I am familiar, I think, with the Star Wars Theology channel, so thanks for stopping by and saying hello. And yeah, hit me up, and if you want to do a project together at some point in the future, then we'll be well up for that. So I think this is the final level on this one. This is the middle level, which I haven't completed on standard, but I have completed the third one for some reason, so I have no idea why.
I need the very last level in the game, and then on standard, and then...
Oh, okay, well, we'll do that. We can do that one after then, shall we? Okay, not only am I in boxer shorts on my sofa, but I'm now also eating olives in my boxer shorts. Just to let
green or black olives?
Green with chilies inside them.
Yeah. I don't mind green olive. I don't know why I'm not a fan of black olives. They should be this. To me, it's like, aren't they the same thing, just different colors? But they taste different to me.
A bit saltier, I think. A bit saltier, maybe black.
I don't really care for either one.
Oh, but once you get into them, they're addictive.
I disagree.
Right, check out my new guns then. Here we go, the proof's in the pudding.
You still got the microburst equipped.
Oh, have I not changed my gun?
Yeah, I was like, that's shooting weird. I don't think that's the microburst.
So you mean after all of that, I've actually just modified guns that I've not brought to the fight?
Yep.
Bloody typical. Absolutely typical.
Well, at least you modified your blast wave and your micro rockets.
Have I modified this one?
No, not the microburst, the micro missiles, that thing on your shoulder.
Your L1 and R1 buttons.
Oh god, I didn't even know I had that. I didn't even know I had that. Didn't even know I had rockets on my shoulders.
You might want to try them more often, they're fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Especially when against a crowd of aliens.
It's your Predator missiles, is what I always refer to them as.
Didn't even know I had them.
Reminds me of Ghost Reconnaissance Future Soldier, then you also have rocket pods on your shoulder.
Now you tell me
like
I've got rockets on my shoulder. Honest to God. Yes, I agree with you, Rawzaf. Can I have a bit of cheese with the olives? Absolutely. Some either Greek cheese if it's with black olives, or some spicy cheese if it's with green. Some feta cheese, I think, with black. It's good. Oh, definitely, Michael. I have absolutely got a stack of chorizo here as well. I didn't say it, but I have. Absolutely love chorizo. Do you guys have pepperonis in America?
What?
Pepperoni.
Yeah, we have pepperoni.
I wasn't sure whether that was a...
That's like the main thing that goes on pizza here.
No, not... oh, sorry, pepperami. Sorry, pepperami. Do you have pepperami? They're like sticks of pepper... they're like
Oh,
sausage.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have those?
Yeah, but I think they're not called that.
Well, it depends. No, it depends on where you go. I've seen them. Yeah, I know now. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But it's weird. It's like they're not in you can't get them like everywhere. You know.
Oh, okay. We've got a pepperami obsession around here. In fact, Pilly Yum Yum's got one sticking out of his bum at the moment. I'm not sure they're particularly good for you, but never mind.
Probably not, because they taste good.
Exactly.
Anything that tastes good isn't good for you.
It's red meat in a long stick, right? Like a...
In a little condom. Yep, in a little condom.
Yeah,
They're a more expensive Slim Jim, John.
Yeah, they're just... Yeah. And that's what I was getting at. Over here, they basically call them either a beef jerky stick or like Mark said, a Slim Jim, like a more expensive Slim Jim, but they don't... The store that I know where to get them at, they don't call them pepperami, though. It's something else. It's like a different name.
Yeah, but I know I've seen it, because that it's definitely familiar now that when he said it the right way. I was like, oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, you get like
I bought
5
them as a snack while I'm working and stuff. You know?
Yeah, you get them like 5 in a pack.
And John, if you usually put a slow bomb in front of near your turret, so that way they're stuck in the flame longer, you know.
Yeah. There he is.
Ooh.
So use your missiles, Rum.
Got it.
Your L1.
Yeah, Mikey says every gas station has pepperoni sticks.
Yeah. That too, yeah.
Yes to Lego tomorrow, Mikey and Ghosty, 100%. Looking forward to building my little bat cycles tomorrow. Everyone's welcome. Anyone wants to do some Lego building? course, I totally forget that John works for Lego, and he's probably sick of the sight of Lego by the weekend.
No, actually, I enjoy it still. I don't know why. I actually wish that, I mean, like, it's funny, but even with my discount, like, I've slowed way down on buying sets because I don't have anywhere to put them. And I don't even have anywhere to store them for later, you know? It's kind of like...
Have you ever thought about having a Lego channel, second channel? I mean, given you work for Lego...
I have, but I don't want to because I don't want to ever cross any line that would get me in trouble with them because...
Yeah.
Right now, they love the Geek Show channel, but as you notice, I barely talk Lego. I'll talk about some minifigures if I get something once in a while, but I don't do big sets or anything because I just don't want to ever cross any line with them.
Michael would like to know if you glue the pieces together in the display boxes in the shops.
They do have us glue those, yes. And they give us a special glue. It's a proprietary Lego glue. It's like it's made for Lego. Like it's a special thing.
Presumably it's will be less adhesive, you know, once you...
Is it made from Lego horses?
Probably. I can't pull them apart afterwards. That's the weird thing. So no, I don't think it's less. Because I've got a couple that I wanted to take apart. Like I've got the display model afterwards, and I wanted to take the minifigure off, and I can't get them off. So I actually think it's the opposite. I think it's designed to deter, because they get stolen a lot. Like the Star Wars ones that I put in Walmart and Target, like, they're stolen. I don't know how people can walk out the door with these giant displays, but apparently they do.
Well, there's loads on eBay. There's absolutely tons on eBay. So presumably,
I think it's
that's like store employees nabbing them and then selling them on eBay, or?
Yeah, it's gotta be because we're supposed to throw them away when it's done. And if you look on the back of the displays, there's actually big labels that are etched on there saying this is the property of Lego. If you own this, you're in violation of the law, and you should throw this away and everything. So.
It's snowing where G-Force lives? That's crazy.
I'm actually wondering, because I don't think it quite got as cold as they said it was going to be, but it was...
No, it didn't.
They were saying it was going to get down to at least 30 degrees here last night. It was cold, but I don't think it was 30 degrees cold, so...
When I got up this morning at 5:30, it was 49 degrees, so it didn't get anywhere near... Like last Wednesday, it was 31 or 41 degrees when I got up to go to dialysis, so it was colder earlier in the week.
See, we don't have a thermometer thing, so I never know how warm or cold it is as far as in reality the temperature. I just know how it feels.
Oh, it's on your phone. Like, it's not like it's...
I don't look at that on my phone. I don't open that app.
You don't have to open it, is what I mean, but...
Where is it on your phone?
You just slide the phone from like left to right, and it'll be on there.
My phone says 9:45.
No, you slide it left to right. Jeez, do you know how to use your phone?
I don't ever slide that. I never knew that even existed. Mine says set screen time settings, and it says my battery is 90%, and it tells me I should watch something called Back in the Dark. That's what my phone says when I swipe it right. I've never seen that before.
There's a chest over this way.
I don't think I set that page up. It's saying set up this page in settings. And if you swipe left, it brings up your camera. I didn't know that. Look at that. You learn something every day.
No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die any minute.
Do you guys love it how we have that brother annoyances between me and Mark?
I love it. I love it.
I noticed at the beginning of the stream the other day, I'm like, well, duh! You know?
I know.
He said something, and I'm like, well, duh! You know, like, and it's those little, we have those brotherly annoyances that we both have, where we're both like, you idiot, you know, like...
Makes me laugh. God, how have I just been revived and now I've got no medical? What the hell?
Other side? Oh.
No, we gotta just trigger it.
You make my heart go boom boom. Boom 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 boom.
Do you ever feel like sometimes you think you're living in just the wrong time?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, what period? What period?
Well, the thing is, like, being grown up on all these like science fiction stuff, and like, I feel like I want to see that stuff when our society gets to that point.
Ah, you mean later on then, future?
So, and I have a feeling that the way things are going is we're going to be like 80, 90 years old, and there are going to be starships that are leaving our solar system that you can get on. But we're going to be too old to go. They're going to be like, well, you know, these starships aren't quite ready for 80, 90-year-old people. So only people who are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s are going to go. So we're going to watch them take off, but we're not going to be able to explore or see the galaxy like they are. You know what I mean? Like the next generation is, you know? So it's like we're just on the edge of, like being able to meet aliens and go on the, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I reckon we're
the last people that are going to miss out on that stuff. You know what I mean? Everyone else, anyone born from now on is going to live in a world at some point in their life where you're going to be on starships, exploring the galaxy, meeting alien races, doing all this, basically like Star Trek, and stuff,
well,
you know?
I don't know about the alien races, but
we missed it.
The first...
We're too old, we missed it.
The first couple of generations, though, John, that have to colonize Mars and the Moon, and it's going to be pretty sucky. It's not going to be as glamorous. You know, it's going to be cold. It's going to be... You have to,
a lot of work.
A lot of building, like fuel plants and mining, and it's going to be pretty sucky, to be honest. You want to be there a lot later on, once all the, you know, it's been established.
Once it's all done, yeah.
Which is going to take generations to do, you know? So... we've got to get there first. I mean, Elon Musk's probably going to get there the quickest. Or the Chinese, but...
well, yeah, considering Bezos doesn't really go to outer space.
Yeah.
He keeps claiming he does.
Yeah.
He's on a jump ship. He's not even really.
I don't care if the technical term of what the height that they reached is considered outer space. It's not outer space if you don't go and do laps around the world.
Right.
Yeah, you're just up there for like 4 seconds. It's like,
yeah,
ooh,
you're like, ooh.
Why
not just take the parabolic airplane that's available? You know, that's all you're doing.
Exactly. That's exactly the same thing. Yeah.
It's like where Elon at least did what, like 3 laps around the Earth?
Oh
they did God. 3 or 4 laps. Yeah, they orbited for 3 or 4.
Oh no!
Actually, man, I'm down.
Oh no!
Days.
John,
no,
they
did more.
Quick,
they orbited for 3 days.
We're both down.
Oh, was it 3 days? Okay.
Yeah, so they did more than.
Where's
Rum here?
I'm here.
I got him. Just take care of that alien. There's health up here we need to grab.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dicey.
But then again, I guess there's always the chance that, but I also have a feeling it's going to happen just before we die. There's like when I lived in New York before I moved to Seattle, I went into the University of Rochester there and gave them. They put something down my throat and took samples from my stomach, from my intestines, from like the internal linings on different things, and they stored all those cells because the idea was that they felt that in the future they'd be able to clone my body, and they already knew that when you clone stuff, for some reason the cloned object remembers how old it was when you took the sample. So like that's why like Dolly the sheep, when the sheep was cloned, it grew to its age like twice as fast. Like when they cloned the sheep was say like 4 years old, okay? But when Dolly was born, it didn't take 4 years to grow up to a 4-year-old sheep. It only took like 2 years to grow to a 4-year-old sheep because the cells remembered that they were 4 years old. So it automatically had accelerated growth. But once it hit that age, it grew normally from 4 years on until it died.
John, are you trying to tell us that you're a clone?
So they took the cells so that if they need to like clone a heart or clone a lung, it would be a 23-year-old young lung that they clone. Do you know what I'm saying?
I always thought there was something slightly unusual about you, John, and now I think that it's pretty clear to every one of us that you're probably a clone of yourself and you don't realize it.
Yeah, maybe they did. You have cloned me.
The only question is, are you 1 or 2 or 3 or which, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't know which copy he is.
You don't, you know. And is each copy a perfect copy, or do you?
No, they degrade. That's why there's no more hair. That's why there's no more hair.
Right. So the first clone is basically like supermodel John.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like totally stacked, like buff, you know, 6-pack.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I told you. What was that movie? Was it Eraser? What was that movie?
Yeah, Eraser, yeah, Eraser.
Where he didn't know he was a clone, and then
yeah. Yeah, FT says, I'm not a number. I'm a free man.
But what's funny is when I was 23 and the U of R was taking those samples, they were talking like cloning human body parts for transplant was going to happen in the next 10 years or so, you know? And here it is 25 years later and they still haven't, that's still not an option. You know what I mean? Like, so that's another thing that I think it's going to happen right before we die. Like, we'll be 95 years old, and they'll be like, well, you're too old to get replacement body parts. But everybody younger will be getting,
I'm
you know?
dead. Oh, bugger. Bugger.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah,
I can't even revive you.
No.
Ah.
Nightmare. God damn it!
I didn't realize I didn't have my thing out. Sorry.
What happens now?
We have to keep playing. He just has to sit there.
How much longer?
He'll still get experience because you only really get experience for completing the mission. It doesn't matter how many things you kill or anything. So.
So today we have established that John is in fact a clone.
In fact, he says.
I think we're betting he's probably around clone. Well, he's a severely degraded clone. No offense. So we're in the teens, I reckon.
Clone 12, clone 15.
There is a really buff Super John clone out there, number 1, that's walking around that is like. Hey, Shabby, how's it going, dude? Well, I can spectate, can I? Want to spectate? Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
We'll spectate as John.
Did I miss something?
Just that we've established that John is a clone. And I'm dead, basically. Despite all my weapon loadouts, I'm dead.
I'm gonna die if I don't get out of here.
Sorry, I had to. My fiance called. It's bedtime for her in Australia, so say goodnight.
Naughty phone time.
No naughty phone time.
Pilly! No naughty phone time.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those levels that's got really out of place music on.
Where's my...
What are you doing?
I was getting my gun. I didn't realize we were at the end. Okay.
Was that the end of it there? My god, I was only one little bit away. That's so annoying. So bloody annoying. I'm blaming the tunnel rat.
Yeah.
Closing in on Rodriguez's group. They're at the bottom of an ancient ruin she won't talk about. It's a trade secret.
Do I need this one? Should we go back to base? I can't remember whether I need this one or not.
I was going back to base. I thought we were going
back to base. Going back to base. Ghost
that?
says...
Ooh, I have a box.
Ghost
Big
thought that you
Bad
were...
Toy Store. Look at
Oh.
that. It's from Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh.
What do I got?
What's he got? What's he got?
We're doing a live unboxing on the
There we go.
Monkey-Lizard Plays show.
Here we go.
Can you hear me opening it?
I can. That's sexy. It's a sexy sound.
Ooh, wow, look at this. They've really wrapped it up with bubble wrap.
Pop it!
Oh, it's Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars one.
Vintage collection.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
figure.
the new one, right? That's the new... I don't think I have this one.
It's newish. It came... There was also a Darth Maul as well.
No, it's the other one. It's the one with the baggy pants. From the planet. It says Ahsoka Tano. It's from the Mandalorian, the planet one.
Okay.
That
Okay. New, that is new.
They look almost exactly the same. It's just she has baggy pants or whatever. And
Yeah.
Arc Trooper Echo.
Nice.
From Clone Wars.
Very nice.
Which I think Arc Trooper Echo I might already have. But it's okay to have a second one. I get confused, you're right, because they had 4 different Ahsokas come out at the same time. They re-released the original, like, orange, purple-colored one, and then they had 3 different gray ones come out at the same time. They had the Clone Wars Season 7, the Mandalorian one, and then they had the Mandalorian with the baggy pants and the cloak or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like they did like 3 or 4 Ahsokas at the same time.
Ghost says, John, did you go get some Figment popcorn buckets to toss on eBay? I don't know what that means.
Figment. Yeah.
Figment
popcorn buckets at Epcot.
There's a Figment popcorn bucket? No. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's what it is. Because aren't they getting rid of him?
What even is a Figment popcorn bucket?
It's a purple dragon.
Yeah, Figment's a purple dragon.
What's that from then?
Epcot Center.
Yeah, it's an Epcot Center thing.
God, I'm so stupid.
Disney.
I
think that's what he's referring to. I don't know. Like.
So I need the very last mission. So the only way to be sure Reg's side.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, if we're doing that, I'm switching over to my gunner.
Bob, you wanna switch your weaponry this time?
Switch your weapons.
Okay. How do I do it? Alright. Pulse rifle. What am I changing it to?
I think you were changing your grenade launcher over to the M12, your heavy gun.
The upper left one. It's the plasma. Now, if you're at the pulse rifles, you have to look for the plasma gun. That's microburst, and it's 12. They're in the middle, center, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plasma rifle.
That's the rifle, yeah. Plasma is the upper left.
Yay.
You didn't switch it, has to. Yeah, equipped, now, yeah, got it.
Alright final level.
By the way, you are level 7, congratulations, now you can pull all your perks.
Oh, nice.
I'm level 7.
Mm-hmm.
Am I? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yay.
You have more space for your perks.
Ah.
Yeah, you've unlocked all the open spaces.
Ah.
And on level 8, you might unlock some additional perks, or at least.
Yeah, I think you get like 1 more. I think it is, or maybe 2, 1 or 2, at level 8.
This is just This is the way I roll.
Could be Dazed and Confused, I think.
Huh.
And Bigger and Better, and those are really good ones.
Pilly, stop humping the Sentinel.
Horny
Sorry,
little
one
rabbit.
second here.
Would just like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that despite my misgivings on Alien, I still am the Big Fat Nerdy Quiz Champion of the year 2021 and the Monopoly Champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still got to get everybody together and do a bigger game of like Monopoly or what was the other one, like Trivia Pursuit or something like that.
Can you remember how many people you can have on Monopoly? I don't recall.
I think it's 6. I think.
I know Rawzaf was sorting out Monopoly, so he's up for it. I think he's sorted out his PS4 and he was downloading the game earlier today, so...
Oh, okay.
So I think Rawzaf might be. I don't know if you're still on, Rawzaf, but... Give us a Monopoly status update, Rawzaf. Anyone else in the chat for Monopoly? Let us know. You need to get it from the PSN store.
No, not mine.
Whenever...
Ghost is up for it.
I got a 1.75 card here.
For experience or...
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. If it's...
Of course, my Monopoly win was fairly emphatical. So.
I think it was the first time I saw Tunnel Rat lose.
Yeah, it was.
Must have been hard for you.
Lose.
That must have been hard for you, Tunnel.
Or you can, if you want to have like some funny 4-player game, I suggest Gun, Score, and Cannoli.
Mm.
You've got two, Gun, Score, and Cannoli. There are two games even. So it's sequel to. Lots of fun.
Check it out. Check it out. Must have been really hard for the Tunnel to lose so badly at Monopoly. I mean, you know, especially, you know, to a better man, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, a better lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard?
Yeah.
All of Kowak was cheering.
Well,
I could hear it all the way over.
As long as John didn't win, that's all that matters. I can't lose to John.
Yeah, I could never win Monopoly.
Jonathan Redmond's here. He says, "Good afternoon, Bob, Mark, John, and Spanish Donkey Souvenir Rum."
You're gonna put the refinery into overload state. You need to do that from process control. It's at the base of the Cassie's core.
God, look at the size of this gun. Sonny, what have you packed me out with, man?
Wait until you fire it.
Whoa. Oh no, this is my plasma rifle, isn't it? Let's get the big one out. Whoa. Yeah.
Don't forget to watch for eggs.
Yes, sirree. John got the Christmas hat back on.
Yeah, I switched
going
guys.
the wrong door.
I switched guys and didn't realize he had that hat on still.
They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Yeah, Santa gives you 10 plus armor.
Oh, that's also a nice game. Worms, that was fun too.
It's more a souvenir thing from Spain.
Ah!
Bob knows what you mean, Blinky. Right then, what's occurring?
There's one stuck somewhere.
Oh, there it is. It's above us.
Okay.
Worse from here. Before you enter the core, we'll restore the auxiliary list. Be your egress. Self-destruct
Whoa.
won't give much time. There's an active terminal. Try it. Wash your hands after you touch that.
Grabbing ammo. Nice. Rearming. Don't worry. It's just a flexible heart.
Time to bring the pain.
Let's rock. Daily opportunity hunt eggs done. So hunting eggs is a daily.
Mm-hmm. Just like completing one of the Giants of the Earth mission was.
All right.
Which we already did, right?
Yeah. And then I think the weekly is like kill 40 spitters or something like that.
Yeah, this gun is definitely more effective, Sonny, isn't it?
Yeah, but
as long as you're not playing on intense, yeah.
Yeah. Then you have to mind the blast radius will hurt you too, and your friends.
That's, I think, why they came out with that micro burst, so that you could actually, it has less splash damage.
They also reduced the friendly fire on the game mode a little.
Oh, did they? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, too tense. It wasn't removed, but it's not that severe anymore. Well, it can still be severe on extreme.
Yeah.
But they also, you know, the Gatling gun is quite a good alternative on intense mode. It does a lot of damage.
Hey Tim, how's it going, dudes? He says, afternoon, you filthy animals. Ooh. Okay, I think we're in. We're in business.
Yep. Let's rock. That second movie is so good. Like, every time I see it, I'm just always like, how can they have made such a perfect movie? You know, it's so good.
I got all the eggs done.
It is very good, and I think he did a sensible thing in switching up the genre, really, because it's very clearly a sequel, but it's also a very different type of movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
No wonder they struggled making the third one, because it's like, how do you compete with the first, two movies? What do you do? I mean,
Hey, your blast wave.
Well, I personally think you do it again.
yeah. Well,
Give
I think
us
that's
more
what,
Space Marines on a mission.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone was expecting, weren't they? From Alien 3,
Yeah.
you know, they were expecting Sigourney Weaver and a load of Marines to be kicking ass again, and instead it was this weird kind of.
Hey, John, let Rum get those. I don't think he's
that's
got.
right. Yeah, Rum
I've got mine completed.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
You need
The
to
egg
kill
hunt.
like 20 or 30 of these eggs.
Oh, okay.
So just keep killing eggs and you'll get it eventually. It'll say like challenge complete or whatever.
Yeah. There's a lot more eggs to come, so.
Okay.
He completed it. He did it.
Oh, he did? Yeah.
Oh, it did say it? Okay, cool.
Yay.
Hear that?
Oh, ambush. Ah! Hey guys, over here I found an alien.
Looked like you were really getting to know it quite well.
Yeah. I want to get to know you.
Rearming. I'll kick those bastards for this. Nice, an 8K. Grabbing ammo.
There it goes.
Oh, another box just got dropped off from the post. Look at that. What could this one be? Hey, there's a thing on you. Something's trying to suck your face. No!
Better heal, John. I hear the special boxes up here somewhere. Hey, Rum, you should grab that health pellet. You don't have one.
Hey, Artwalk. How you doing, dude?
Hey, Art.
It says Team World makes the dream work.
Some intel up here I never got.
Yeah. I wish it were like that, Artwalk. Sometimes I feel like I'm carrying these two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up top here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we gonna go now?
This way.
Oh. Jesus. Chasing you.
Couple of things that I think is going to be weird when we do, like, whenever we do join this galactic community of alien races and everything, like, I think the first thing that's going to shock a lot of people, like, people think that the shocker is going to be finding alien life. Like, for some reason, the governments around the world think that it's going to create some kind of panic, you know, but 90% of the people on the Earth right now have already accepted the fact that there are aliens. So why acknowledging that and showing it is going to make people freak out? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, we all know they're out there. It's just meeting them isn't going to make us freak out. I think what's going to freak more people out is when they find out the DNA is the same. Like, I think DNA is not just an earthly thing. I don't think it's something that is just on Earth. Like, I think that every single creature in the entire universe is going to be related in some way. Like how we're 60% of our DNA is the same as that tree that's sitting outside your house in the park. You know what I mean? So we're related to that tree in some fashion. And that's weird enough to think about. But I think what's going to be even more fascinating is that we're going to be related to all the aliens. All life in the universe, I think, is related. It's all DNA based. It's all going to be like, you know, just minor genetic differences that set our species apart. Just like it is here on Earth, you know. We're very, very close to chimpanzees and other great apes. And it's just a few minor genetic differences that make us different than them, you know?
Yeah, but what if their DNA looks different? Like, instead of a double helix, they have a triple helix? Or...
Ghost says, Ghost says, well, John's been day drinking again.
Yeah. Now, I think the majority of the public would freak out. I think there's a lot less people that believe there's aliens than you think.
Yeah.
And then I think the other part of it's going to be is the food. Like, you know, you see how things diversify even just on our own planet between continents. So, like, you could run into a fruit or a berry or something on a different continent, and that thing is poisonous to us because we've never adapted to being able to eat that thing. You know what I mean? And that's going to be like 10 times worse on another planet. Because we're not.
I thought you were shooting these eggs, John. Like, what the hell?
I was. I don't know why they're all free.
I'm not doing a good job.
How could I not have any ammo left? But, like, I almost don't think we're going to be able to eat anything on another planet. Like, they show on, like, Star Trek and Babylon 5 and all these other things that, like, you know, they're trying Klingon food and they're trying, like, you know, stuff on the Centauri homeworld or whatever, you know, and it's like, I don't think that's going to be possible. Like, I think...
Like, you don't think our bodies could be able to digest it or something?
No, because it's completely different. It grew up in a completely different environment, so I have a feeling it's going to be like... You know how certain plants and animals and things on our own planet produce enzymes and figure out how to deter, you know, so they have poisons and enzymes and things that people can't digest and it's considered poisonous. And I think that's going to be like 10 times worse on another planet because we've never encountered that thing. You know what I mean? And it's never encountered us. So
why going that far? Think about foreign or alien bacteria or virus.
Yeah, that too. You're right. Like, would you even be able to get out without a suit, without a hazmat suit, because of all the bacteria? Like, we'd have no immunity or defense against any of their diseases, you know?
Well, I can clarify that alien monkey lizards are susceptible to chlamydia and herpes.
So can dude.
So, in the event of a monkey lizard alien invasion, you know what to do.
Just give them all chlamydia. But that sort of thing has happened on our own planet, you know, like with smallpox and other things. When it goes into a new area, it wipes out the entire civilization, you know?
Oh, good first aid. Oh, that's die.
I am analyzing control systems. Stand by. Rearming. Please disable the primary manual printers.
Yeah, Tim. Rum is proof that we should stay well clear of alien life forms.
Is this the last little area?
Yep.
Is it? Is this the last hurrah? The last hurrah.
Putting up some turrets here then.
Remember, you got 3 waves, so don't put everything up. You're gonna need to save some.
Alright. Start it.
Yeah.
Starting.
Hey cats, how's it going? Okay, just tired. How you doing? So I'll be totally honest, Cat. I'm lazy as hell. I'm in my undie. I'm in my boxer shorts on the sofa. So hashtag underpants. I've had my breakfast sandwich, as I always do on a Saturday. Sausage, bacon, scrambled eggs and hash brown in a bap. Iced coffee. And a strawberry smoothie. Apart from that, that's about it really.
I still haven't had my breakfast. I gotta get something eventually.
I do not believe I've kind of formulated some rules for life, and one of them is not to wear any clothes at the weekend.
Please access the primary power regulator. Activate all systems. Full draw.
That's how you have breakfast. Yeah. Sausage, 2 sausages, 2 slices of bacon, really crispy, scrambled egg, and a hash brown in a bap. Basically, it's a heart attack sandwich. They're very tasty. And an iced latte and a frozen strawberry smoothie. It's basically my breakfast. Tim's having belated Burns night. Haggis tonight. Ooh. Very good.
Can you guys, like, narrow down... I'm not just talking to, like, Tunnel and Mark here. I'm talking to everybody in the chat. Can anybody else like narrow down their favorite foods to like a couple ingredients and be like I guess what I mean is, like for me, I love bread, cheese, tomato sauce, noodles, and red meat. Okay? So any combination of those 5 things, either one of them alone, or any combination, or add all of them in a dish, and I will love the dish.
Noodles and tomato sauce.
So, any kind of noodles, tomato sauce, you know, like a spaghetti sauce.
Oh, okay. I suppose spaghetti, yeah.
Like Chinese. Like a
marinara
sauce, a marinara sauce.
Yeah, okay,
you know?
fair enough.
Cheese, red meat, and bread.
Yeah.
Like those 5 ingredients, you can do one or all 5, or you can do 2 of them, or any, and I will love it. It's like my favorite. It'll be my favorite. It's like my favorite group of foods, you know. And then I don't mind adding vegetables to it. Like you can add peppers and onions, you can add broccoli, you can add, you know, like, and I'll still love it. You know what I mean? Like, I put broccoli and spaghetti and lasagna and add peppers and onions and things like that to it all the time. You know, it's like spinach even. I'll add spinach to the lasagna, to the, you know, as long as it's got the meat and cheese and sauce with the spinach and with the broccoli and stuff, I'll eat it, you know. But I won't eat the broccoli alone, like on its own that often. You know, it's like not... I have to have it in with the other foods, you know.
So FD says rice, beans, cheese, chicken, and teriyaki are his combination.
Any combination of any of that stuff, yeah.
Sorry, there's so much stuff out there. I can't narrow it down, honestly.
No.
Yeah, I like too much stuff because it's like you start saying, "Oh, I like pasta, I like meats and all that," but I also like Chinese food and I like Mexican food, and you know, so it's like I can't really narrow it down.
Indian food, Greek food.
I'm saying like favorites. Like I would eat that every meal of the day if it was available. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so good to me that I will always eat it. I never get sick of it. You know, those 5 things. Whereas like with rice and chicken, like I love it. I eat it all the time, but I couldn't eat it 3 or 4 days in a row. You know what I mean? But give me, like, I literally could probably eat spaghetti for every single meal, and especially like, or a lasagna. Like if you add cheese and meat to it, I literally could eat that for every single meal for months on end and never get sick of it, never hate it. You know. But like a lot of other foods, I'm like, well, I had that yesterday. I don't want to have it again. You know. It's kind of the same with like pizza is that for me, because I usually get pepperoni pizza, which is bread, cheese, red meat, and sauce. You know, so like I could eat pepperoni pizza like every meal, every single day, nonstop. You know what I mean? All
right, we gotta go to the elevator. Run.
Oh, this is the run one where the mother chases us, right?
Yeah.
The queen chases us.
Just watch out for eggs as best as you can.
Right, to your right. Yeah. Sprint, quicker.
Oh, I gotta. Oh, the queen! I'm getting killed here. I got a face sucker on me.
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot as many eggs as I could for you guys, but.
I have no technician. Here the coils were pretty good. You could drop the coils in front of you and the aliens would get
John switched. I didn't know he was switching.
Well, yeah, because I had done every board with this guy except for this last board, so this also completes the whole game for this character as well.
Oh man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm dead.
Oh, can we go back and get you?
Don't worry about it. Just go.
Go get him, John.
We're both there.
Yeah, you're almost dead, John, so you can't.
Should I run for it?
No.
Oh, now I am dead. How come we didn't end it? We're in the ending.
Because I didn't make it to the end. I'm still technically alive, so it doesn't end until I get to the elevator.
Well, save me before you go running off to save him.
Shit.
You can also give up and say, Salacious.
There we go.
John, go get him.
Now, just get in the elevator. It'll end it.
We are both in the elevator. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not ending it.
No, I meant if you can't revive him, just leave him and get into the elevator.
But what I'm saying is we had both been in the elevator for that whole time.
Yeah, but you have to be revived in order for it to count.
If you're able to be revived, you'd have to be revived. That's what, we just had to wait for my timer to run out.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I got the second highest number of kills. I'm only 9 headshots, but
we're improving.
Yeah.
Now we see how much I really suck.
And I got the best shot accuracy.
Yep.
The ultimate badass.
No, if I had realized that John was switching to a gunner, I would have went with my technician. But I thought he was going to stay with his technician, so I switched over to the gunner. Because I was like, I don't think we'd be able to do it if we don't have some more firepower, you know.
Oh, by the way, if you like third-person shooters, have you ever tried out Zombie Army 4?
No,
I've never played Zombie Army 1, 2, or 3, let alone 4.
Yeah.
You can skip the trilogy, but 4 is really nice.
Oh, what's this lady saying?
Really fun.
Talk to somebody.
Or World War Z, that was also quite nice.
Every year the
Oh, I got 31 out of 40 spitters. Nice.
Tactical opportunity. Claim reward.
Yeah, for completing your eggs.
Bob, you can also claim your rewards.
Yeah.
For eggs.
1, 2, 3. Right, so I'm only 3 away from completing in standard.
What did you find over there? Parliament, the 3W.
See, I think that... I think that did it for me. Yeah, I've got them all completed and...
Did you get a trophy? It's supposed to be a trophy for completing all of them in standard mode.
Yeah, we must have. And then, so on the first missions, I need the third one as intense. I need all of them on the second one for intense. All of them on the third one for intense. And then the last one on the last mission. So I've played the priority one, the first missions, and then only way to be sure the last missions on intense. But I didn't do any of the giants or the Gift of Fire, so...
I only need Gift of Fire 3 and only way to be sure 1 and 3 on intense, and those will everything will be done on intense.
Wow.
So 3 more levels basically.
Wow.
And the other modes, Horde and Point Defense, I've only done on casual. I haven't done them on anything else.
Yeah. Well, when we tried it on standard, we got our ass kicked. So.
I don't know if you were paying attention. We got our asses kicked. Alright, what's next?
So, are you up for... I've only got 3 more to do on standard. Are you up for doing any of those?
Let's do them.
Okay, cool.
Knock them out.
The Gift of Fire. So it's this one and then the one after. Hey, Cudbane, how's it going, Aaron? Any Arcturians here? For some Arcturian poontang?
When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something. Some contingency plan by Wayland Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source.
How you doing, Aaron? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you.
Holy cow! What is this? I have a box that's like bigger than me from Lego out here.
Another big display.
Yeah, it's gotta be display stuff. What am I building this time?
Oh, that's cool. Do they deliver the stuff to your house today that you have to...
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, his like living room is full of display boxes that he has to... They send him a whole bunch. It seems like they send you a lot of stuff, but yet you never go through it. Like it seems like it's the same boxes that are there every time I come over every like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, they do send us more than what we need for the story. We have
You're cutting in and out.
I'm not near the PlayStation, but
oh, that's why.
We have a storage thing out on the patio, and it's pretty much full of bins of Lego pieces that they've sent me through the years that were extra above what we needed, you know.
What are you supposed to do with that stuff? Like, you can't just keep it forever. Like, shouldn't you? Can you send it back or?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because it's like eventually you're gonna run out of storage space.
Open till 11. And the Atlantic one wasn't working, so you gotta go to... Oh, well, where are you going?
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
Well, what do they have?
Whoa. Jesus.
Well, if they do burgers, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries then. Oh, I had chicken yesterday.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cheeseburger now.
Yeah, lettuce, just lettuce and pickles.
I want a cherry Coke.
It looks like Dad's ordering food for us, so okay.
Do you remember when, maybe this is different over there, when Tab Clear was a thing? Tab Clear, do you remember Tab Clear?
I remember having Pepsi Clear, but I don't remember any other brands doing Clear. Back in like the 90s, I think it was, or whatever, but...
It's like Coke, it was like Coke, but clear.
Yeah.
Over here it was called Tab Clear.
Tab... We know of Tab, but it was never quite as big over here. It was like, it didn't really...
Well, it was big in the 80s, but then it went away. Because remember, it was in Back to the Future. Put it on my... I'll have a tab.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to order something.
Yeah.
You know, so it was popular enough to make it into a movie.
Yeah.
Now this one here, I think I usually stage up over here, and it's a little bit better to take everybody out than at the actual door, because you leave through this door here, anyways. So it's like if we go up here, I'll trigger it, and then.
So stay out here. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Because you have to leave through this door, so just let them funnel towards you this way, and they come from both sides, but more right than left, but they do come from the left.
Have you ever had green ketchup? No, never had that before. You guys had green ketchup?
Yeah. No.
No, I'm aware of it, but I don't know.
Do you guys see? That reminds me. Do you guys see what Heinz did for Halloween? They relabeled their ketchup tomato blood.
Yeah, it was blood. Yeah.
I thought that was funny on the bottles.
1000th Ghost, Chris probably bought a bottle of that and saved it,
right? John, Ghost says, John, get me a strawberry milkshake, please.
Strawberry milkshake? Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cheeseburger now.
I thought he was going back to Wingstop because I picked up wings yesterday from Wingstop. So when he was saying that, he's like, "Well, I'm going for more chicken." I was like, "All right, well," and then he says he's going somewhere else. He's not going to Wingstop, and I'm like, "Well, then why did you?" He's like, "They got everything." But I gotta tell you, whatever seasoning they put on their French fries, that was like some of the best French fries I've ever had at Wingstop.
Where at Wingstop?
Yeah.
I didn't know I thought they only did wings. I didn't know they did other stuff.
It's just wings and fries. I mean, they have something else, but well, they have chicken strips. You know what I mean? But essentially, it's just varieties of chicken and French fries is what Wingstop has.
I love loaded fries.
Those were some of the best fries I've had. I was like, holy cow, these are good.
Loaded fries.
It's because of whatever that spice they put on it. What do you load your fries with?
Various things. Cheese, bacon, or some kind of like sour cream, and with what else? Onions, mushrooms.
Wow, yeah, that's a lot.
Not all at once, so variation.
No,
Also chili fries. Chili fries also great. Chili fries.
Yeah.
Or chili cheese fries.
Yeah, I would go with the chili cheese and bacon and cheese. Yeah, but I'm not a sour cream guy. I never got into sour cream.
Depends. Sour cream with cheese. Sour cream with cheese. I think it's spoken like that, pronounced like that. Chives. CHIVES.
Well, I don't know what that is.
They call it chives over here.
Oh, chives. Chives.
Yeah.
Sorry. You say Schnittlauch. Or what else? I think that also works with let's see. A scallion, like green onion.
Oh yeah, scallions, yeah. Those are good. Yeah.
How many Xenos are down here?
Too many.
But I think there are more varieties, you know, more things to try out. But in general, loaded fries is great.
See, I'm not a fan of a lot of sauces or creams or dressings or anything. It's like I like what you would call marinara or spaghetti sauce, and I like cheese sauce, and that's it. I don't like any Asian sauces. I don't like orange sauce. I don't like sour cream.
No, he's really weird.
None of it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I literally only like cheese and tomato sauce, like marinara. That's it. Nothing else.
What?
Yeah.
John.
He's a freak.
Well,
when it comes to
this is clone number 15 that we're talking to.
True. Yeah, his taste buds are gone.
Clone number 1's a little bit more, you know.
It's really because most sauces are sweet. They have some kind of sweetness to them. Like,
oh no,
and
no,
I don't like any sweet sauce. It has to be like straight. You know.
I also prefer savory sauce, but I can tell you there are way more sauces which are really spicy or savory.
Yeah, like I mean, some curry sauces are okay because of my friends who are from India. They got me into their curry sauce because it's just spicy. Yeah, there's no sweetness to it. Where it seems like American curry sauce, like if you go to a restaurant and eat it, it's got sweet to, like they add sugar to it or something.
Yeah, the Indians also got sweet sauce like mango chutney or something like that. It has a sour
I don't really like
sweet
the mango.
taste. Yeah. But when it comes, for example, I have a steak sauce here, which is with jalapeno peppers and bacon flavor.
See, I might like that, yeah, because I like jalapeno. I love jalapenos.
You know, different like chipotle sauce.
Yeah, chipotle. Yeah.
There's lots of it. You know, lots of things to try out, and there definitely isn't only sweet stuff around there. I'd like to be experimental. You know, I can say afterwards that I don't like it, and I won't eat it. But you never know if you don't try.
Oh, I try everything. Believe me, my friends. When I lived in Seattle, that was like one of the things to do. They would take me to restaurants, and the restaurants would get into it. Like we went to a Japanese restaurant, and I was like gagging and practically throwing up, like at some of the food that I was eating.
What?
And the cook got into it. They started bringing out everything on the menu, hoping to find something that I would like. And they were laughing, like the employees, the owner of the restaurant, they were laughing at how my reaction was to most of the food. Because I was gagging and like almost throwing up and like could barely eat some of the stuff. And it became like this whole event. And so my friends would take me to like all these Ethiopian restaurants, African restaurants, like Indian, like everything, just to see my reaction to eating all these foods, because I really have adverse reactions to certain things. It's just like...
Wow. Okay.
So I've tried, and I have no qualms about trying stuff. I will try anything, because I'm also like hoping that I find something I like other than the main foods that I'm into, you know?
Hey, Volnox.
Because it's like, it's that kind of thing. It's like, there's gotta be something. How can I not like anything from an entire culture? Like, there's gotta be something that they eat that I enjoy. And it's like, it's just so weird that...
Well, sometimes that people are, you know...
I don't like a lot of Asian foods, and it's really strange to me how that could possibly be, you know?
Yeah, some people are more based on what they're used to, like from their childhood as well. So,
but Mark and I grew up in the same childhood. He loves the stuff.
Well, where we grew up, we didn't. No areas around. We didn't have a Chinese restaurant even within 30 miles of us until we were in our early 20s.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there was nothing but. I mean, there was only one Wendy's within 30 miles of us.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like it was McDonald's, Burger King, or
Pizza
like
Hut.
Ponderosa or Pizza Hut. You know, you didn't have or Perkins. You know, you didn't have a lot of these other things that are around now.
So
you know.
Yeah, we grew up on a farm, so we were eating farm animals. You know.
Well, here it's vice versa. I mean, my town didn't have a McDonald's until 2002.
Wow.
So we had Italians, very good Italians, Greek, what else there was?
If you want to get technical, the town we grew up in doesn't have any restaurants. You have to go to 2 towns over to get to the first restaurant. So technically,
well, there's a pizza shop downtown.
Well, now it wasn't when we were growing up.
Oh yeah, and 2 Asians. We got 2 Asians too. So, but they mixing their stuff, like they have Chinese menus, Vietnamese stuff on the menu. So it's mixed, not fusion. They're not fixed on like a Chinese. Yeah, like fusion.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, 2002 there was the McDonald's, and I think 1 or 2 years after Burger King joined up, and now we have a Subway in town. So they all came up pretty fast, pretty quickly then after. But some other of those fast food franchises, they just vanished. For example, I think Frankfurt had Wendy's too, but they're gone. I don't think they're still here. We have no Taco Bell. No Taco Bell here in Germany at all.
I only know one Taco Bell too. Yeah, that was around when we grew up.
And there was another thing.
Hey, Dave, mentioned
we had a Pizza Hut in a town close to my hometown, but that one is closed. That one closed down too. So you have now to go to Frankfurt to get to a Pizza Hut.
Did companies like that franchise over in Europe, like in say UK and Germany and stuff, like how McDonald's and Burger King and them franchise and they're all over the place? Like, did any company do that?
It's mixed here. It's mixed here. So you have some private franchises, some private people who buy the franchise, open up their store. They're also not bound to certain, like if they do some events or something like that with coupon system, they do not have to participate in this. And you have McDonald's.
Well, what I mean is like, is one of them like a German company though? Like McDonald's is a United States company that's franchised out. So like, has any of those? Is there like a German restaurant that is franchised out and is like all over the place? Do you know what I mean?
There are, but they're pretty small. I think they're not even international. Wait, I have to. We have an Italian franchise. I think it started in Germany. Vapiano, that's an Italian style franchise from Germany. Vapiano. They're selling like pasta and pizza stuff. You can either eat there or take the ingredients back home and cook your stuff there.
Oh wow, interesting. That's an interesting idea. Get the ingredients and cook it at home. Wow. Yeah.
Then we have one that's called Kochlöffel. Kochlöffel, that's like a cooking spoon, is that what it was? No, it's not cooking spoon. Cooking spoon, wooden spoon, Kochlöffel. And they are selling like grilled chicken, burgers, hot dogs, I think currywurst, of course, French fries. That's very simple, very basic, but Then we have,
give me some help.
Help me up, North Sea, that's North Sea basically. They're selling stuff with fish burgers, for example, but also like rolls or buns with fish, or you can also have a menu there, different kinds of fish, but it's all either vegetarian or fish.
I think John was asking, are there any famous German franchises? I think that's what you were asking, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, but I mean, I get what he's saying. Like a lot of them have burgers and fish and stuff, so it's not like
if you wanna know the most, but that's not a restaurant. The most popular German franchise is Aldi.
Aldi, yeah, Aldi. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah,
They're everywhere.
Aldi's everywhere.
But in case of restaurants, I mean, they are popular here in Germany, but they never made it out of the country. It's not like McDonald's, which is international company. They are not.
It just seems like it happens to a lot of American companies, but they don't. I don't.
Depends where it depends where you go, John. Like
IKEA came over here, like you said, Aldi came over here, but it's like.
But it depends where you go in the world, because obviously some territories have greater expatriate populations than others. So for example, you'll find a lot of British brands and companies in Hong Kong, in Australia, in a lot of the former Commonwealth places. You'll find Marks and Spencers and Costa and Pret a Manger, and you'll find those in a lot of Commonwealth territories. You probably won't find them in America very often, apart from like New York or LA maybe.
Yeah, we have down here. We have one specialty shop that my dad and I found that has a lot of European import food and other things, and it's but that's it. There's like one shop,
So in New York, there's a Greg's, and there's a Marks and Spencers, and I think there's a Sainsbury's and Greg's. There's Tesco's in America. I think not many, but there are some Tesco's. I think Aldi's probably bigger. Costa Coffee is pretty big in Europe. That's it sounds Italian, but it's Whitbread, which is a British brewery that owns it. But I guess
that's one more thing.
I guess Starbucks is probably the biggest coffee one, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, Starbucks is biggest company. Well, I want to tell you regarding Kentucky Fried Chicken. So that one got a bit more popular over the last 10 years or something. But here in my little town, we got our own fried chicken restaurant. It's just called American Fried Chicken. It's been around here for decades. But they're actually better, at least in my opinion. And that guy who owns that place, he's literally, doing that stuff himself. He's doing that, the marinade, or I saw him, they delivered whole chickens, I'm not living, but the whole, and he just, prepared the chicken breast, the fillet, so. And it's all handmade, it's not like... And also
not like pre-packed, not like pre-packaged. Yeah.
Or the coating for the fillet or for the chicken wing, it's all self-made.
Yeah, Jonathan's saying it's strange which brands transfer over. Like we've always had McDonald's and Burger King and pizza, like from the same time that you had them, John, like in the early 80s. We've always had them as well. They branched out very quickly. But then we've never had things like, we've never had your Wendy's or Chick-fil-A, or we've never had those. They've just never come over.
Wendy's have been in Germany in the 80s, but they're gone.
See, what other things that surprised me, it's like you were saying you guys got Subway and stuff, and at least in my area, half our Subways have closed.
Subway,
like 4 or 5 years ago, there was a Subway on every corner near my house. But now it's like half of them have closed. They just, even the ones that are in like Walmart and other places have closed down and been replaced with Burger King or McDonald's or something.
Yeah, they aggressively expanded in England, in the UK about 5-10 years ago, and some of them have gone, but they moved into places like service stops and garage stations and things like that. So yeah, you can find a Subway here. You'll find 2 or 3 Subways in every, everywhere, literally everywhere.
And the food got really bad in the last couple of years at Subway, which is why I think they started closing down, because people stopped going.
I think that's why they're advertising all new stuff now. Like they redid a lot of their meats, and I think that's why, because I think a lot of people were probably really complaining.
Bad. They were, like the ones around us they were always really old, they tasted dry, they were just not good. They really went downhill. It was like terrible sandwiches. And then they all started closing, which I felt like, well, that's because everybody stopped going because the meat was so bad.
The things that are expanding here all the time seem to be like drive-through Costa coffees and Starbucks. They're just everywhere.
So Starbucks is everywhere over there too. Yeah.
More Costa, because there's more of those, but we do have a lot of Starbucks too.
Yeah.
But they're going for drive-throughs now, like seem to be building drive-throughs everywhere.
Oh yeah, there actually had been Taco Bells in Germany, but they weren't accessible for Germans because they were included in the commissaries of the U.S. bases here on. I'm living in the former U.S. occupation zone, and they had their own infrastructure, so they had their own shops, and their own restaurants and stuff. So if you had a friend who was American or was having maybe a father or mother who is with the military, then he could take you in, and you could have you could try some Taco Bell or something else there.
Interesting.
I tell you what else has spread over here quite a bit is Papa John's seems to have.
Oh wow, really?
Papa John's.
Yeah, there's a Papa John's down the road from me, but I don't go there that often. I'm surprised they went overseas. Yeah, I didn't know Papa John's expanded outside the U.S.
Do you know how Burger King is called in Australia?
Yeah.
Hungry Jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have a thing called Red Rooster, where they're selling like chicken stuff. That's also quite popular.
Something's warming up. We need to know what.
Damn, I love fish and chips. They had great fish and chips there.
Fish and chips
in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like snapper or barramundi.
Just cod. Cod.
Telephone. Sorry.
Hey, Connor. How's it going, dude? Oh, see, now you got me tempted by fish and chips. I was going down the cheeseburger route, but...
The team headshot killed 75. I guess we can do like extra...
Oh, I got one on there. Take yours off, yeah.
Whoops.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay.
If you didn't get it off, you lost it.
It's alright. It was just a double credits one. It's okay.
Yeah, but unless they fix that, it deletes the card, and I think that's stupid.
So what part of Germany are you in? We've had friends from over there, but I don't know. One was in Bern, right? Bern.
I don't remember.
And then
I think Sonny's on the. I think he's on the phone, but I think he's just. I think he's from outside Frankfurt. I seem to remember.
Okay, yeah, Frankfurt, yeah. Daniel and those guys were from one that started with an H, right? Didn't it start with an H?
Hamburg?
Maybe that was that, yeah.
Hamburg's a port in the north. It's like a northern port. Yeah, Frankfurt's central Germany. It's like the major banking centre and transport hub. Very modern city, Frankfurt. Big skyscrapers, great airport and train station, and very clean.
See, we're friends with a couple of bands like How Job and stuff like that in Front 242 and stuff like that, and a lot of those guys are from Germany. I still have all of How Job's original recordings, like the studio recordings, because Daniel left them with me one time, and then he has never come back to pick them up. And I just have them in the closet because I know he's going to want them someday. You know what I mean? Because they're all the band's original recordings, like from the studios.
I don't know that band. So rock? Is it rock music?
That was for the techno industrial era, like.
Well, rock.
90s. They don't really consider it rock. It's like industrial music was.
Yeah. Yeah, the guitar.
Got my 40th splitter. Based.
It's like electronic music. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it's like.
Well, I love techno
Take Nine Inch Nails to the extreme.
Yeah, but guitar based, you mean? You don't mean like proper. You don't mean like.
No, there's not a lot of guitars in it. No.
You don't mean techno then, like 4x4.
There's not a lot of guitar. It's more like techno.
Oh, okay.
But
it's 90s techno, so it's not like the electronic techno that's around in the early 2000s and stuff like that.
But they called it industrial music. Is what they really called it. You know what I mean? They wanted to differentiate themselves.
Yeah, but it's a band. It's not a guy in a studio.
No. There's a whole.
Yeah.
No, there's a whole band. Yeah, it's like there's usually 4 or 5 guys. Yeah, sometimes 3, depending on what they're doing. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like some of the bigger bands in the genre were like Nine Inch Nails, like Machines of Love and Grace, and stuff like that. Those are the ones that got really big and popular.
Hey, here come our little friend.
Yeah, I like that Attica Ross. He's cool, man. He's a cool dude. That's about as much as I know.
KMFDM was a big industrial band that a lot of people probably know. Which we also know a lot of those band members too. They would come to the house and wake us up in the middle of the frickin' night. I always was like, what are you guys doing? Like, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Simp drum and bass.
Yeah, you know KMFDM, right? Doesn't everybody know? That's got to be the most popular band in that genre.
No.
We're KMFDM. We're doing it again.
No.
Really? I thought they were like massive. They were even played on TV and stuff. Like.
They were in movies too.
Yeah, in movies.
They were in the original Bad Boys.
Yeah, KMFDM is in Bad Boys.
KMFDM. Ghost is saying KLF question mark. Well, I know the KLF. That's a British electronic group. KLF.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
No, yeah.
KLF is gonna rock you.
I was asking what town you live in, because we had
my town
friends, like we had friends that were in Bern, B-E-R-N, right? Bern.
That's Switzerland. That's Switzerland, Bern.
Oh, okay. And then Hamburg, and like we knew, like our friends were in a band called How Job. I don't know if. And then KMFDM, we knew guys from KMFDM, Front 242.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Front 242.
Yeah, we were friends with a lot of those people, you know. So, and some of them were from Germany, I think. You know, I know that Daniel from How Job is in Germany, and because I was saying I still have their original recordings. These guys left me with a bunch of recordings when they came over to the States to do a tour, and they didn't pick them up before they went back, and I've had them in my closet because I know these bands are going to want their stuff back. Some of them are original studio recordings from when they went in the studio, laid down this album, and then he left it with me. But because one of them got kicked out of the country, he's got like a 7 or 8 year mandatory or whatever against him, where he can't come back for.
But Front 242, they were founded in Belgium, so they're actually from Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that time. I must have been like mid or late 80s. They were quite popular in Germany at that time.
Same time I did a lot of I helped Guido Freak. I helped him do a lot of the translations for some of the albums when they were taking it from there and putting it into the United States format so that it was in English, you know. So he would send me all the stuff, and then I would write what he, you know, all the dedications and the same things. I would write it in English so that he would have it.
Hey Papa, how's it going, dude?
You know?
Yeah, this is definitely a scene or a music genre that will that passed me by. It's funny though, isn't it? How many sort of different music genres and cultures there were overlapping in different parts of the world at different parts of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I don't know. I guess because I crossed over from all the heavy metal stuff, you know, listening to Metallica and Anthrax and, you know, and even the glam metal like Poison and Whitesnake and stuff. I crossed over from that into KMFDM, Front 242, and all that stuff.
What the heck? Why is that thing dying?
So I just thought every metalhead did. I thought everyone who listened to Metallica went to listen to KMFDM and all that stuff. Like, to me, it was a natural progression of, like, but I guess not, you know, like, because I'm finding a lot of people who've never even heard of that music, you know.
Oh, God.
Well, there were, I mean, I wasn't, I mean, I heard Front 242, but I wasn't yet, like a super fan or something of them. But
that's too. I was never a super fan, but yeah.
I listen to various kinds of music, except for I don't like techno, like I don't like that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like metal when the singer sings like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't like that at all.
We called that death metal here. Yeah, I know what you're.
Yeah. No. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I heard some Sepultura. Yeah, we're tolerating this, but nah. But I was in the 90s. I was quite a fan of Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails, which is more like industrial and crossover mix.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We called it industrial music, yeah.
And he made the soundtrack for Quake, the first Quake game. That soundtrack was
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
They still use that style. They still are using. They are still using for Doom games or for Doom 64 had the same style in case of melody and the sound as Quake, but it was a soundtrack of its own, but it used the same style, so it was very good.
So you got to remember, John. You know, like we were talking the other day about how in Book of Boba Fett they've been they use those bikes to show like the mods, and it's like an homage to the mods versus the rockers, or in America you had the greasers, you know. So in the sort of late 80s, early and in the 90s in England, obviously there was sort of the grunge thing coming out of Seattle, and some people are into that. There's always been heavy metal music and rock music in England because, you know, of the tradition of, you know, like Led Zeppelin and all those bands going back. But there was a massive indie revival in the UK in the 90s, which you would sort of call like mods, you know.
Is this guy gonna die?
I don't know. That's what I was just saying. I'm landing all my shots, but the white bar wasn't going down.
Yeah, it wasn't
and
moving.
I noticed that earlier on the last battle. I was like, I'm shooting a runner, and I'm like, why isn't it dying?
Maybe it's bugged.
Yeah, so we had a whole other scene going on over here with like indie, we call it indie music or indie rock and roll, and it's like Oasis and the Verve and Stone Roses and
alternative,
alternative. It would show up on alternative on
When I think of Britain and the 90s, I instantly think of the Prodigy.
I
was at a concert.
Prodigy,
Here's another one. This one won't die.
No, for sure, and that's the other thing that was going on in England in the 90s was all the acid house music came over from Ibiza. Paul Oakenfold and brought acid house over, and so the charts were basically full of electronic music or indie music, and it's like one or the two. So you were either, or there were bands that were mixing both, you know, like Stone Roses and Ian Brown and.
I like Stone Roses. Yeah, I remember them.
So there was an absolute ton of electronic music, like Prodigy and Basement Jaxx and Chemical Brothers and all, you know, just literally tons of it.
Was Stone Roses a British band? I didn't
realize Manchester. That. Yeah, from Manchester.
Oh, I liked those. I liked that band.
There were tons of bands coming out of Manchester at that time.
Or Massive Attack. They were also pretty good.
Massive Attack.
Massive Attack. Yeah,
Massive Attack and Portishead, and that was all out of Bristol.
Portishead. Yeah, I listened to Portishead.
And then we invented drum and bass around the same time as well. So we had Goldie, and the whole drum. We had a whole drum and bass scene starting off, and then we were the first. We invented dubstep not long after that. So there's been a whole
Metalhead. Metalheads.
The Metalheads. I've got all those albums from back.
I listened to the Pixies too. I loved the Pixies. Was the Pixies a British band?
I think they're British. Pixies all Irish. One of the. Tez is into the Pixies, I think.
Yeah, I liked them. I remember seeing them in concert in Seattle once. It was amazing.
So there's always there's always people here into like heavier metal, but then
Blast Wave. Blast Wave. When
this one's not dying again. We got another one.
Switch weapons. Okay. I noticed that seemed to help. When I switched weapons, my other gun started killing people.
Okay.
I'm gonna die again in a minute. I need some medical.
You need some ammunition too. Soon.
I know. I need some ammo for my other gun. I'm running out.
Oh damn it! Is that me dead now? This is the last one I got, I think. Oh, the Pixies from Boston.
2 left.
Are the Pixies from Boston, are they?
Are they? Is that what's... Yeah.
That's what Mikey's saying. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really... I I know Tez is
I
into
don't
them.
know. That's the thing. I don't know.
Oh, I'm a dead man walking here.
Oh, Ronnie Size also. I mean, he was Jamaican, but he lived in Bristol.
No, he's from Bristol. Yeah, I love Ronnie Size.
Yeah.
I've seen Ronnie Size. I've been to a number of Ronnie Size nights. Back in the day, back when I was young. We had a regular club night called Drum and Bass Arena, and he was resident in. But yeah, that his first album.
Ammo up here.
I gotta get some. Yeah, I gotta get the ammo.
You heard of LTJ Bookham? Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Can't remember.
He's another brilliant drum and bass DJ.
So did you guys?
Could be. Maybe I heard his stuff, but just
did you have like? Did you guys have like decade-defining sound? Like,
yeah.
Like for us here in the States, it's like you can sort of define the 50s by like that the doo-wop and bebop sort of pop songs. Doo-wop, bebop.
Yeah.
And then the 60s is kind of like the protest music, you know, and the 70s was disco, and the 80s was pop and like glam metal.
You also you had glam rock in the 70s as well, and
yeah,
you had the
what I mean is like it almost defines a decade.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s was kind of like the alternative grunge sort of scene. But by the time you get to the year 2000 and go on, like for the aughts, people would say, and now for the teens, like there was no defining music for those 2 decades. Like it went like doo-wop, pop, disco, metal, you know, alternative, and then you can't pick a genre that defines from 2000 to 2010, or what that defines from 2011 to 2020.
I think
suddenly there's no more new genre. Like a lot of those genres were new through those decades too.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I honestly,
you know
John,
I mean?
I think it's regional because you know it's very localized. I think you get scenes.
That's what I'm asking. Like, is it localized, and that's
because for example, I mean in the noughties, have you ever heard of grime?
No, so, like what's that? That's a type of music?
Yeah, so grime's like a type of British rap that came out of South London. So the noughties, so there's an example of a genre that grew up that's very but very specific, you know, very local, you know.
Because for us, a lot of bands in the 2000 to 2010 range, like they went back. It was like we had like you know, the White Stripes, who was taking cues from bands from the 70s. So it was like, you know what I mean? So and there was a lot of bands like that, like that.
I think things
like a lot of them were like metal throwback bands that were like throwing back to the 80s glam rock and stuff, and then a lot were going back into the 70s and matching like The Who or Led Zeppelin or Rush or something like that, you know, and taking those sounds and sort of like modernizing them and coming up with new stuff. But they very easily could have fit into that decade or that genre. And so I was like, there's no new genre of music coming out. It's like everyone's just taking cues from the past and making it their own, but they're not.
Well, that's always happened. That's always been like that, really. But yeah, it's different. I think it's different, and like I remember the electronic scene over here. I mean, it kind of influenced all types of music, really. Like you know, you're aware of like all the new romantic bands in the late 80s like Duran Duran and Aha, and they'd wear makeup and like look all fancy, and they're kind of rock-based bands that introduce synthesizers and drum machines, and then they evolved, and so I think it could be very localized. Like I remember reading about how EDM is taking over America, and we were like, what the hell is EDM? And like, it's electronic dance music. It's like we've been listening to this stuff. Yeah. We've been listening to this stuff for 10 years, and it's suddenly like now like. And people over here hated that you guys were calling it EDM. It's like, what the hell is EDM? What the hell is that? And then people got sick of electronic music over here, and the charts were full of bands again. So it's cyclical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of right though, in the sense that there doesn't seem to be like a huge genre, if you like, that has had a massive impact around the world in the same sense, in the same way that, like, I don't know, like Elvis impacted, in the late 50s, early 60s, or the Beatles, or,
Well, it's not just that. It's just that, like I can remember when rap first hit, when we first started hearing rap. I can remember when, Whitesnake and Poison and those guys are coming out, and they named this new category heavy metal, and then they subcategorized it to like glam metal, speed metal, death metal, you know what I mean? But it's like, essentially they were all metal bands, And I remember when pop was first being used, as a term for music and stuff. And, and we live in, I was born in the disco era, but it was like, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't, and like you said, electronic music, dance music, like all this, alternative, industrial, techno, but it's like, after, say, 2004 or 2005, it's like, I didn't hear of any new genres of music being formed. The songs and bands that came out were either they fit into one of those categories. They were a rap band, they were a dance music band, they were a house band, they were this, they were that, but they weren't a new type of music. Where rock and roll, when it first came out, was a new type of music.
It's funny. It's funny because the other thing is, you're only aware of what you're aware of, and so like, I had no idea until I spent some time I spent some time in Paris. I think I had a holiday in Paris for a couple of weeks with an ex-girlfriend, and I had no idea how massive hip hop was in France, and how big the hip hop scene is in France.
Oh, it is in Germany too.
Absolutely massive. And then, and in Germany, they've got the biggest techno scene in Germany, particularly in Berlin.
Yeah, but that changed to hip hop pretty much after the millennium. We had we have a radio broadcast called Planet Radio.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, they were playing techno all day long, like 24/7. And after the millennia, like in 2000, 2001, they immediately changed to hip hop, like playing hip hop like all the time.
Yeah.
But I must say, this is. I like rap from the 80s or 90s, like LL Cool J. I heard his stuff. But regarding the hip hop that came like from that time, like the late 90s, like from like Tupac and whatever, Notorious B.I.G. or whatever they called, I must say, that reminds me of a CD I once heard. I actually have that CD. It's from Lee Hollis. Lee Hollis Selling the Ghetto.
Yeah.
And there is a certain track on it. It's called The Death of Motherfucker. And he explains how hip hop destroyed his most favorite and really serious insult or slur by using it like over extensively. Like you could go to a bookstore, you could say, hey, can I buy a book about this and that? And the guy, at the counter would say, what do you want that for, motherfucker? or you know, so he says, or he said, well, the music companies, you know, the publishers, they're making money by selling their shitty lives to the public. Like, you know, they sing, the singers, the performers, they're thinking about this, their life and the ghetto, which not really, which shouldn't be idolized, but they do it in that kind of way. And
Mikey says you're all forgetting about the smooth jazz genre founder by musical pioneer Kenny G.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Kenny G.
When you were talking about genre-defining eras, you didn't even mention the whole punk scene. See, there's so many genres, aren't there?
Punk was in the
punk
70s,
in the 70s and early 80s, and that was one. You know, some of them do cross over places, don't they? Because that was, you know, US and UK, and I'm sure Germany as well. There was a big punk scene at the time. You know, so some of them cross over, and some of them are quite local. And
I guess the only or the most popular band we got nowadays is Rammstein, but I hate those.
Rammstein, yeah.
Rammstein, furchtbar. For horrible, I hate them.
Furchtbar.
Furchtbar.
I loved seeing Rammstein in concert, though, man. The way everything was blowing up, and they were shooting flaming arrows over the crowd, and it was like
in my
we
first
don't
training,
see stuff like that, you know.
In my first job training, I had to share a room with two guys, and one of them was Rammstein every day. Like at 6 o'clock in the morning, we had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and start listening to Rammstein. I said, dude, you do that once more, and I throw your fucking ghetto blaster out of the window. I'm so pissed.
Rammstein.
I could never see the appeal.
Oh, we saw the appeal. Everyone would like love Rammstein. That was like.
That's definitely not mine. I totally dislike them.
I remember one of our friends' kids was like a baby, couldn't even speak, but every time Rammstein came on, the kid would just dance and love it. It was like we were always like, how could this kid like Rammstein so much?
So I know G-Force is a metal fan, and he actually sent me some music on Instagram the other day, encouraging me to listen to it. I'll dig out in a second once I've stopped being killed by this alien. And I'm sorry, G. I could not get through the first minute of it. I'm dead. No.
I'm having a hard time killing this thing again. I've switched weapons like 2 or 3 times and not working.
Yeah, same here.
It's down.
Mm-hmm. Which one? The big one?
There's that glitch keeps happening.
I got him.
Where our guns stop doing damage or whatever.
No! I was just
killed me right when I was trying to make him alive.
I was just getting bloody medical.
Oh,
and I have the card that says I shouldn't be interrupted trying to res people.
No, it doesn't work. That they never fixed that bug.
Oh, okay. I put that, whatever the perk is on.
Yeah, it's a medical. You get it for the medical guy, but for some reason it doesn't work when you put it on other characters, and it's supposed to.
So I'm basically wasting that slot right now.
Yeah.
If you mean the warrior, you have to reduce his armor before actually taking his hit points.
No, he had no armor left, and it wasn't going down. I think that card might have been glitching, even though it had nothing to do with damage. It was affecting our damage because it was like it was off and on. It would like even runners wouldn't take damage. You know, it was like what's going on? And what was weird is one runner, it kept making the sound that I killed it with a headshot. like 3 or 4 times, but the bar wasn't moving, and it was still trying to attack me, you know. And it's like, but the sound went off that I got a head kill, you know, like it should be dead. So either the level got glitchy or that card was causing a glitch.
Well, it looks like the food he's picking up got here, so
we're calling it a day.
Go have lunch with him.
Well, just before you go, because we've done 3 hours and 50 minutes, I just want to tell you that GeForce Racing is trying to indoctrinate me into some weird cult. He is insisting that I check out an album called Tub Ring, the Femi Paradox album. And he says, I promise you'll dig it after a couple of listens. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, G. I'm sorry. The Tub Ring...
Sounds suspicious.
Yeah, the Tub Ring Femi Paradox is, I'm sorry.
Well, I enjoyed this chat about music. I think it's pretty cool. I learned a lot of neat stuff. That was cool.
Yeah. Thank everybody for joining us. GeForce, Mikey, the whole crew, Ed5, everyone that's been in the chat. You guys are awesome. This has been Monkey-Lizard Plays. We've had super awesome John in the team. We've had the Tunnel Rats.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've had our good friend Sonny
chatting along. Yeah, it was good to meet you, Sonny. That's cool.
Likewise.
I don't know if I've met you before, but
good conversation. Was a pleasure.
We're all off now to get cheeseburgers.
All the stuff that I've packed up, I'm going to take a photo in case anyone's listening. I know Ed5 and a few others are listening. I'm going to take a photo of the tracking number for you guys and send you that. And then it should go out later today. So,
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, enjoy your cheeseburgers, everybody.
Or currywurst.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. I want to be in Germany and getting the old currywurst on the go. Enjoy your currywurst, Sonny. And remember, everybody, monkey lizards, god damn it, they're for life. They're not for spit roasting. Pilly, stop humping the sentinel. Told you once already.